All right, hello everybody, and welcome to Good Morning Xbox. I'm your host, Axel1324.
And I'm Cool Cat Terri.
And I'm Eternal Shaddai.
And I'm Fastback 6768.
That's
Sounds
right.
like a phone number.
8675309. So call me.
Anyways, Terry, what have you been playing this week?
Nah, man, I haven't been able to play any games this week. Unfortunately, no. I worked all week.
Somebody take this girl's gamer card right now. I can't believe you're just going to leave all those roads unattended, Terry.
I was frustrated this week. I spent 2 days trying to fix my lawnmower, only to just hotwire it because I got frustrated and was over it.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's why I want you to know I never have this problem. I bought myself a Honda lawnmower, reliable.
Dude, I got this
Because
stupid
the BMW of lawnmowers.
Dude, I got this stupid Troy built, and it's a piece of trash.
Yeah, next time, spend some money and get yourself a Honda. Anyway, Shaddai, what have you been playing, buddy?
I have been playing Metroid Prime Remaster. I was playing Biomutant, but I can't stand the narrator. I'm like,
you can dial it down. Go in the settings. You can turn down how much he talks.
yeah, because he's
you'll
annoying.
Still have it. You'll still have it, but it won't be as bad.
Okay, yeah, because he's annoying. The game is not bad. He's annoying.
Yeah, just dial him down a bit.
Yeah, and I took it, I'm like, whatever, put it back. And I decided to play Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. Really good game, I like it. And Splitgate 2.
Dang, should I play a lot? All right, cool.
Wow.
Man, I wish I had a part-time job so I could play this much.
Well, actually, it's a full-time and part-time, yeah.
I'm just messing with you, Shaddai.
I know. And the finals, I forgot.
And the finals, oh my gosh. This guy plays. Fastback, what have you been playing, buddy?
Well, I've been playing more so of Altars. And then I fell into the black hole of the Rust game.
Oh.
So,
Were you punching a tree?
yeah, I'm on the PvE server just so I can get used to, just the environment, everything, the mechanics and building. So I'm just kind of chilling in that right now. And then a little bit of Space Marine, a little bit of Cryptic Cat. But,
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So to me, it has been just my regulars, playing some Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. I've been playing some more Mech Warrior 5. Love that game. But I'm telling you, I feel like, what the heck? I knew I was excited for Metaphor ReFantazio, and I started playing it on Xbox. And, man, I missed out. I'm like, no wonder I was so hyped for this game. This game is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
A little too much talking. But otherwise, I mean, that's all RPGs. They talk way too much.
I was about to say.
Yeah. But otherwise, it is awesome. Awesome. Okay, like, I am 9 hours in, and I'm on the first dungeon. The first real dungeon, like the true dungeon, right? Where you're finally let to run around and get past some of the tutorials. And I thought, like, the dungeon was going to be like this quick, 1 or 2 hour thing. Now I'm like 4 hours into this dungeon. I'm like, and I'm not even to the end yet. I'm like, yes, this is what I'm talking about. Give me the combat. So yeah, I'm loving Metaphor ReFantazio. It's amazing.
I saw you on that last night.
Yeah, I was playing it till like 12:30 last night. I couldn't put it down. The only reason I put it down was because I was starting to fall asleep. Yeah. But anyways, chat, let us know what you've been playing. We'd love to hear what you have to say. Let's check in with the chat. Shout out to Crazy Greek Dude. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says it's F1 race weekend. I saw someone playing F1 Manager on their ROG Ally, their first gen ROG Ally, and it made me want to play it. So, yeah, I'm not a big F1 guy, but now I kind of want to.
You got the
Manage
movie
it
out.
instead of racing.
What?
Be that pit manager.
That's right. I'm going to be the guy that's like, don't take it over 7,500 RPMs, stuff like that. Shout out to Doggy Dog. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP, buddy. He says, good morning, everybody. What's up, Doggy? What's up? Shout out to my brother, Doggy Dog. Shout out to Cam M.A. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says, good morning with some coffee and some love. Absolutely. Gotta show the love. Big B Money is in the house. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says, what's up, Amri? Army Xbox. Sorry, that threw me off. Let's see. Stanley Francois is in the house. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says, let's freaking go. What's happening, y'all, in chat? What's happening? Thank you so much for being here. Shout out to Lydia Sarmiento. Every time I want to say Sarmiento. No. Lydia Sarmiento, thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Oh, here we go. Kamabe said he played a bit of his Switch 2. It's my first Switch console. It's okay. I'm more of an Xbox and PSN guy. There you go. Oh man, you're gonna end up loving it. Once you start getting better games on it, you'll love it. You'll love it. Doggy Dog says my Toro push mower is a beast. It has lasted for years. Did you change the oil, Terry?
It's an electrical issue.
Did you plug it in?
Yes. Bro,
spark plug.
I changed the spark plug, dude. I got a new battery, new spark plug. I went and I took out all the safety switches and tested them on my multimeter. I went through the whole flipping thing, replaced the solenoid, did all of it, and still didn't want to crank over. So I bypassed all of it and just jump started it, and boom, done.
Sweet.
So I'm gonna tear all that crap out and just do a push button start with a kill switch and call it a day because F that nonsense.
See, that's what happens when you use Panasonic batteries.
That's why I got an electric on the mower. I just press that button.
My yard is too complicated for an electric lawnmower.
Started dealing with gas mowers.
You need a power bank for that motor.
Shout out to Cyber Gunther. Thanks so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says, good morning. Good morning. Let's see. Kamame says, if I ever have to buy a vehicle with a 4-cylinder engine, it's going to be a Honda because Honda has the best, most reliable engines on earth. No lies detected, man. No lies detected.
Well, I do have a Mitsubishi.
Doggy Dog says, finish Metal Gear Rising Revengeance and Halo CE. Halfway through Halo 2 today, and I started Lunar 2 Eternal Blue. Hey, man. Doggy finally went through Halo CE. Finally. He found out why the Chief is awesome.
What you mean?
Cyber Gunther.
Blue? I'm green.
Cyber Gunther says, I'm playing Halo Infinite, Lost in Random, Eternal Die, FBC Firebreak, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Splintered Fate. Holy cow. You guys go through a lot of games. I'm like on 3 games and I'm like exhausted. Shout out to Carlo. Oh my gosh. Carlo La Sala Donato. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Says, good morning, watching from the Philippines. Hey, thank you so much. I love having international watchers. It's the best. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Talos Ray. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Appreciate you. Thank you. Doggy Dog says, I have to say coffee and love in the sexy voice. No, the sexy voice is Fridays only. Carlos says he's playing Hitman 3. Mike Johnson, thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Says, what's crack-a-lacking? What's up? Thank you so much for being here. Let's see who else we got. I'm trying to catch everybody. I think I'm caught up. Woo, caught up. All right. So, as you can tell, Halo's in the news today, so got my Halo stuff on. Got to represent Terry. Got my Halo mug. I'm ready to go. But we're not going to start with Halo. We're going to start with something else. You guys ready? All right, just real quick, some announcements. So, Terry, I don't know if you know. Oh, still on. But the System Shock 2 was announced with a remaster coming to all systems. PC, Xbox, the blue one, and the red one, whatever those are, right? But now it was starting in the first 2 weeks of July as a release date, right? But sorry. When was it releasing? I don't remember what the original release date was. Whatever. Early July. Now it's going to be in the second 2 weeks of July, right? So it's getting like a 2-week delay on Xbox and the blue box and the red box. So the consoles got delayed. It's probably running into a Cyberpunk issue, and I'd rather have the delay than this. So if you were looking to playing System Shock 2 remastered on your Xbox, you're going to have to wait a little longer. Terry, are you saddened by this news?
I'm not, but So I own these games on PC, and I still haven't played them. They've been on my backlog for years.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they keep re-releasing these over and over and over again. It's kind of, I feel like System Shock gets the Skyrim treatment. Like they keep re-releasing the game with like anniversary editions and stuff. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
At least on the PC side. At least on the PC side, they keep. It's right there, 25th anniversary. See what I'm talking about? It's always an anniversary. So
Yeah, well, I mean, System Shock. All right, so here we go. Released June 26th. Oh, is it available now? Can I get it on? And you can see everywhere. Like, look at all these places it's released.
Mhm.
That's what I love to see. System Shock was a PC-only game, very revolutionary back in the day. So console gamers got a late port, like years later ports. And now we're getting the remastered, and now we're gonna have to get it a little later, like between 2 weeks to a month, according to Night Dive, who is the maker of this. Says delays with the certification process required to publish on certain console platforms and a handful of multiplayer specific issues was the issue. So yeah, Shaddai, are you saddened by this?
This is the first time I hear about this game because I never played the computer. The last time I played the computer was the Oregon Trail, and that was pretty much it.
Yes.
That's pretty much it. And so
I died of dysentery. He said, "Never again, computer, screw you."
No, it was hard to get a console during that time for me. So, and I was in middle school, so I couldn't get anything.
Which version? Did you play the original on floppy, or were you?
Yeah, the floppy one, the one that had that circle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the one that I almost broke and the teacher almost suspended me from it. Because I'm like, what the heck is this? But other than that, no, I never. The first time I hear about this game, I don't know anything. The only thing that, from what I found out, is from Kevin Levine from BioShock. So now I understand where Shock came from this one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no. Does it interest me? No. So I'll pass on this one.
This is a cult classic that I still haven't played it.
Fastback, are you saddened by this news at all?
Same thing with BioShock.
I mean, honestly, I've never played this before. I'm not really a PC gamer, so definitely passed by me back in the day. But I will check it out when it is out. So no big deal to me.
It is a cult classic by Atari back in the day when they were awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Let's see.
Well, back to 1999.
Right?
You mean 2005? Oh, you mean back in
The game.
Shout out to DE. Thank you so much for being here. You're the real MVP. Appreciate you. I still have Wolfenstein on floppy. Wow.
Nice.
God, jeez.
Gosh, man, I don't even have a floppy. I don't know what that is anymore.
I played Leisure Suit Larry on floppy.
From floppy to hardy. Came hard.
So I don't know if you guys heard, but the Xbox 360 dashboard got an update. Right? So they shut this down like a year or two ago?
They used the most pixelated image they could for the background on that. Oh my gosh.
And they updated the background to advertise the Xbox Series console.
straight from the screen.
Like, when I heard that this thing had an update, I'm like, really? Did they change the dashboard? Or, I was just thinking. And no, it was just an update to the ads on the system. Which, shout out to them. Good thing they're doing everything they can, right? So, brings a bit of a refresh to the Xbox 360 dashboard. Microsoft changed the console's home screen immediately after it shut down the 360 store last year. Let's see. So the dashboard was sad and barren. All the ads were gone. Now Microsoft has updated the 360's dashboards once more. The 360 user Truck Walker posted on Reddit that their dashboard has changed and the homepage now shows a couple of ads for the Xbox Series X and S consoles and correctly displays game thumbnails now, which were weirdly distorted and stretched out previously. Numerous other 360 users are also reporting the change. While it looks much better overall and a lot of users appear to be happy with the change, you're still getting 2 big old ads that take up most of the home screen. So there you go. Ka-chow! Right in your face. Terri, are you excited to fire up your 360?
I don't even own a 360 anymore.
Shaddai, are you excited to fire up your 360? Get that bad boy updated.
I'll get it. Nah. What's the point? Yeah, I thought they were gonna bring it for the Series S or X. You know,
they just wanted to update it so they could advertise the new consoles, so they could be like, upgrade already.
I wonder if people are still playing primarily on the 360.
Stay off this dinosaur.
Here, you know, we're all hardcore Xbox people. We're with the latest and greatest.
Well, they do keep selling blue 4s instead of buying the 5s. So I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people still have their 360s.
I'm sorry, they keep selling what?
The PlayStation 4s.
Oh, nobody's talking about that. We're talking about Xbox here.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So that's the reason why I said blue 4s.
I knew what he meant.
Sorry.
So I'm not surprised.
I didn't know what he was talking about because I'm like, what the heck? That's not on topic. What are you talking about?
But that's what I'm saying. Well, we're talking about the 360, so we're going back in the days.
Comparison.
It should have been talking about the PS3 then.
Oh,
come on.
Yeah, but that's
anyways, Fastback, talk to me about the 360. Screw that blue team stuff.
I loved the 360 back in the day, but obviously I moved on. My 360 got stolen with my PS4 Pro, so yeah, I can't even boot it up now. But no, this is probably the last. This is the last dashboard update because after this, it's gonna be gone. There gonna be no more dashboard.
That's right. I'm down for this because I'm telling you, once that.
Yeah, but nobody plays dashboards.
Once those dashboards stop updating, I'm hacking that 360.
At least for 360, yeah.
Yeah.
This is your last chance.
That's
probably
right.
Some of these people, if they're still on the 360, they're like, what is the QR code? What is that?
That's probably a trailer. Crazy Greek Dude, I got to go update. There you go. Shout out to Crazy Greek Dude. Thank you so much. Pixel Slapper, thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Says the 360 still has 1 million active users. What?
I think back in the day, yeah.
Tell us, Ray, say it won't allow me to sign into my 360. I gave up. I don't think you can sign in anymore, can you? I don't know.
No, it's well.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't fired mine up in a while. I'll try.
It's like what's the name said. We have a console for you. Those who are on the military and submarine.
That's right. Got a console for you. All right, moving on. Next announcement. I don't know if you guys know this, but Tell Me Why is currently free on Xbox. It will stop being free at the end of the month. So you have one more day to get this free. So today and tomorrow, chapters 1, 2, and 3 are free. Free. Now, I know Tell Me Why is on Game Pass. But if you go to the store, you can actually get this added permanently to your library. I always get as many free games as I can on my Xbox. Why not? Whether I'm going to play it or not, who cares? It's free. If it's free 99, I'll take 2. Right? So, be sure to get it. This is just to remind you guys that Tell Me Why is free. Be sure to get it. Terri, are you going to get this on your library permanently?
No.
All right, Terry's Game Pass only.
I don't
so
want
now you're adding this to your library on principle alone that it's free. Shaddai's dead.
Oh, to me? Oh, shoot. I'll tell you why, because I already have it.
I'll tell you why. Fastback, are you going to get yourself Tell Me Why, whether you intend to play it or not? Free.
No, don't tell me why. So I'm not playing a Game Pass. I'm not playing out of Game Pass, so don't tell me why.
I tell you, use YouTube.
Let's see. Yeah, so Tell Me Why is free. I always announce the free games here as I think they're awesome. The ones that you can get on console free.
Yeah.
You can always get PC games free. That's not news. So, yeah. All right, that's it for the announcements. Let's get to the news. The internet was going crazy. Fastback. The Team Blue, Shaddai's Blue Force over there was going crazy over here because of this right here. Diablo 4
Mm.
is on PS Plus. So there you go. Diablo 4
PS
coming to
Plus.
PlayStation Plus. They no longer gotta buy it. They gotta subscribe.
Hey, get in there and play it. Pay for those DLCs if you like it.
So there we go. Everybody's going crazy. So the argument is, that Xbox is so bad at what they're doing that they got to give games away free on the competition, right? I mean, I think that's what it is. I mean, I just see it. I just see it on Twitter and I keep scrolling on because I don't care.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that's it. But Diablo 4 released 2 years ago now?
Has it been that long already?
I think it has been.
Yeah, just about. I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see.
It was right before the ABK was done.
Yeah, 2023. Yeah, so June 6, 2023. So it's been over 2 years now. So Diablo 4, I do love me some Diablo 4 myself, right?
I gotta go back.
Oh, Jesus. If I start playing Diablo 4, I won't play anything else.
And I guess
I'm not playing Diablo 4 right now.
I never played it before. So.
Yeah,
no, that's great. On Xbox.
Yeah, so they've been saying, they've been talking all that trash, saying that, hey, Xbox sucks so much, they're going to give their games away for free. Right? So...
But do they get a discount on PlayStation if they buy it on PlayStation Plus?
I think they do. I think it's negative 0%.
So the last time something appeared on the PlayStation Plus from the Activision side of Xbox was in October 2023. So it's been almost 2 years. And it was Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Not Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, Black Ops whatever, right? Black Ops. Right? Cold War. So, yeah. That's what happened. So while they got Black Ops Cold War back in 2023, this month on Game Pass, we got Call of Duty World War II. This month, and they get Diablo 4. So, Activision is on the subscription services right now. So yeah, and don't forget, Minecraft Dungeons also came to PS Plus back in 2023.
So the 15th anniversary is what? 15th anniversary of what?
What?
The deal, it says 15th anniversary.
Oh, that's
15th anniversary of the
15th anniversary of PS Plus, I think.
Has it been that long? I guess since PS3, right? Did they call it that back then?
I guess so.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I'm not a Team Blue guy. I don't know what they mean.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
Come on, Shaddai.
Yeah, I know Shaddai.
I don't know, but it seems to me that behind him, he got a Team Blue over there.
I got all the teams over here. If you're talking Team Blue like Sonic Blue, yeah, you're absolutely right. I got my Sonic right there. So yeah, now this won't be the first time that live service games go on to PS Plus. And usually things like Fallout 76 was on the Essential tier back in 2023. Elder Scrolls Online was on the Extra tier back in the day too. And when those went to PS Plus, they found new players, and it revitalized the games for a while. So to me, I see this as just Microsoft being like, "Hey, try this out. Hey, the first shot is free.
Mm-hmm.
The first try is free, and they're gonna get addicted because I'm telling you, Diablo 4 is addicting." I couldn't put it down for a long time. Terry, what do you think? Are you think that Microsoft is over here trying to catch the kids on the after school programs to get them addicted so they don't do their homework,
Probably. But
I knew she was gonna say me.
I mean, to me, Diablo 4 is awful. I hated it. I despised 4.
Blasphemy.
I didn't even bother to finish it. I just hated the way they did it. I hated 4 so much. What a passion. Especially the way that they did the co-op where your friends have to be completely synced with you at all times. Oh my gosh, it's a headache.
To me, that's the best thing. So yeah. I love that. That's the reason it's co-op now. Not playing my world, living yours. It's co-op. Dang it! Get over here.
It's like going to the Xbox store, like a Costco and Sam's. Go in there and try the samples, and if you like them, go buy them.
Yeah, but it really depends on your friend base and how things work. So, like, for example, like that, it doesn't work for my husband when he tried playing with his friend because his friends are deployed, so their availability to play isn't very often. So if he has to wait and can't play a game because his buddies can't play the game, then the game's not getting played. And he's not the type that's going to make a secondary character so he can play solo and then play with his buddies when they're available. He only
got to
wants
make
to
a
play
new
one
character
time.
every season anyway. So,
And that's another thing too. No one wants to do that either. Like this. No, I hate it for him.
But
I hate it for him.
I hate it myself. I'd rather keep playing my same character, but I understand how it for the Diablo people that keep coming back for season 9 or whatever, which I think that's what they're on, and they have 9 characters. You know, you've already picked your favorite and are doing that.
Yeah. See, when I play RPGs and stuff like that, I usually just want one character. Sometimes I might have a second, but usually I just like to play through the game the one time. So they're forcing you to have to play it multiple times.
No, you can opt to skip the once you
You
finish.
can, yeah, you can skip stuff, but you still gotta
skip
have multiple characters, and and then you might not. I don't know, and then you have to keep making a different one, and I don't want to make. I don't want to use a class that I don't want. You're forcing me to use classes I have zero interest in.
I mean,
Let me pick the class I want, and let me stay that class.
I mean, when they had new DLC stories, they're making you whatever class.
Yeah,
or whatever
DLC stories. Yeah.
Yeah,
they want you to
I don't
play
want nothing to do with it. I just no, I hated 4 so much, and I will never finish that game, never.
Or at the beginning, it wasn't until season 4 that I started loving it, and now I'm like, no, I gotta get away and play other games. I love Diablo. I think it's a great game, and they're making it way better as time goes on.
They ruined it.
The grinding though for like some of the super duper rare stuff though is real. Because you got to kill, like, to summon some of these bosses, you need to kill 4 bosses or the same boss 4 times before it. But to get the key, to kill that boss, you need to kill a different boss 4 times. I mean, it's like stack on stack on stack on stack. It's crazy. It's crazy. So Diablo 4 is definitely a grind. It is definitely not for casuals.
No.
Yeah. So I'm a huge Diablo player. I think it's fine. I don't really care personally, as it's not going to stop me from playing Diablo 4. Do I think it's a bad look that it goes on their service? Well, yes and no. And I can see why Team Blue is celebrating it, because we celebrated when MLB The Show came over to Game Pass day 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
We celebrated when, what was that other PlayStation game that came over to Game Pass? I don't remember. Some other PlayStation game that I probably didn't play came over. So I understand what they're doing. They celebrated it, right? So they're like, yes, we get the 2-year-old game, Diablo, subscribe to Diablo. So yeah, it's good. It's good.
It's cross-play? You play with the Xbox friends?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, it's good.
That's right. And it's good. I think it's a really good game. I love it. I'm the opposite of Terry. I think it's awesome.
No, 3 was better.
Meh. People who played 3 said 2 was better, and then 4 comes out. 4 comes out, and not 3 is better. Yeah. Let's see. The question is, when will Xbox give the Xbox Digital PlayStation games Play Anywhere PC entitlement? No. Well, I don't know. I mean, maybe they will. So yeah, maybe they will. General Spartan says, shout out to General Spartan. He says, doesn't matter to me. I have Diablo 4 on Xbox Series X. Me too, man. Shout out to 108 Dragons TV. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says, what's good, Xbox? What's good? Thank you so much for being here. Talos Ray, thank you so much for being here. He says, I got Diablo on Xbox. Let's see. And 108 Dragons says, this game is dope. It really is.
Yeah.
Shout out to Chael Walker. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says, I'm trying to finish season of Diablo 4 right now. The thing is, you can never finish that season, man. It's going to keep going. It's going to get going. Sony paid for this. They did. Yeah, no. I think you need to be like Paragon level, like 300 or 400 to finish a season. And to do that, I mean, you're gonna be grinding for 8 hours a day. I'm just saying.
So it's turning into an MMO.
It's insane amount of grinding in like 3 months. No way, not happening. Not happening for me. Are you gonna do that much grinding there, Fastback?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
Past that point, yeah.
Yeah, I played Diablo 4 for fun. I get as far as I get, right? But I haven't been able to go past, I think, Nightmare 3. Yeah, I think that's what it's called, Nightmare 3. I've never been able to survive Nightmare 4, so yeah. Anyways, let's move it along, shall we? And here we go. Terry's Game of the Year is getting enhanced.
That's not my game of the year. Stop spreading these lies.
Oh, we're gonna mute this. Okay. So, Ninja Theory released the trailer finally, showing their 1 year anniversary enhancement trailer. This is also the launch trailer for the other console, right? So it's not only getting enhanced, but it is getting ported over to Team Blue at the same time. So what are some of the enhancements that are coming along with it, Terry? What do you think?
Hopefully combat. Combat sucks.
I thought combat was good. All right, so the enhancement is that it is getting a. Let me see.
30 to 60.
It's getting 60 FPS. And what the heck? Where?
It's right there.
Oh, there we go.
Dark
Yeah.
Ride
60 FPS. Dark Route mode. Okay, so let's stop this. Hold on. Let's pause this and talk about this. Enhanced feature, photo mode. All right, there we go. So you get, thank God it went to black screen because that was hard to read. So you get enhanced photo mode, so even more ways to capture photos. And trust me, some people, they know how to take pictures in this game. Like, I wish I knew how to take pictures like these people do. The best part about Hellblade 2 photo mode is that you can enter photo mode in the middle of a cutscene. Like the game does not care. It will load a cut. It will load it because that cutscene is being done in engine. So that's super cool to me. That even in cutscene it looks that good. So it's getting an enhanced photo mode. What the enhancements are, nobody really knows yet, as it hasn't released yet. Developer commentary. So as you play the game, the developer commentary will come across and tell you more about what they did, how they did that scene, all that good stuff. You know, kind of like DVD commentary used to be, right? I don't know if anybody ever watched a DVD commentary, right?
Nope.
Okay, so here's the controversial one: 60 FPS performance mode. We're gonna save that for last, as it is kind of controversial. Let's go to Dark Rot Challenge. So every time you die, the rot expands on your body, and it can expand so much that you get a permanent game over. So instead of like a one life challenge, you get a Dark Rot challenge. So I think that's kind of cool. This is a callback to Hellblade 1. So to me, that's kind of cool. So I'm very much looking forward to Dark Rot mode. Throw that bad boy on hard. And tell me about the combat then, Terry. So yeah, this game, gorgeous game. There's just no lies. And it's launching August 12th. Hellblade 2 Enhanced. But the big controversy is 60 FPS mode. Now, if you know, I have been team 60 FPS. I have been saying it all the time that I don't understand why Xbox doesn't make 60 FPS standard. Why do they always have to do this? Bring it later. They're over here saying that, oh, you know, we could do 60 FPS on the console for the visual quality. Right? So they did it with Starfield. Hated that 30 FPS when PC was 60. They're doing it with Hellblade. And on Hellblade, they said that they locked it to 30 for the artistic vision, quote unquote. Right? And so now it's 60 FPS. Have we lost the artistic vision? Terry, do you think we lost the artistic vision with 60 FPS?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, tell me all about
Absolutely, we have. Absolutely, we have.
it. How did we lose the artistic vision?
Because this game is story driven. I mean, yeah, there's combat and puzzles, but it's all about the story and the experience of the character. So like, I don't know. So in games like that, you know, the visual quality and the resolution is more important than frame rate. So frame rate's better for, you know, action-packed games. This game has action, but it's not action-packed. Okay, so I mean, it's slow going. You don't really need it. It's one of those things that everybody just wants it because they know it's available to them, so they just want it, but they don't need it.
Okay. Well, okay, that's interesting. I don't think we're losing any artistic vision, but that's just me. Shaddai, the 60 FPS. Do you think that Xbox needs to stop this crap of releasing games without 60 FPS and release them with 60 FPS straight out of the box?
They should. It should be day one for every game that they release, especially from them. If they have confidence in their system that supposedly they could reach 60 FPS, that should be a standard for every game that they're gonna release. This, like a hold on or artistic and all that, that's an excuse for me. But it should be a standard 60 anyway. That's what they tried since the Scorpio edition situation to push 60, because they had some games that did manage to hit 60, and this time it should be standard. But all this wait is kind of a waste of time. They still I don't know. It's like common sense. They just lie to us every single time, anyways. But it should be a standard from now on. No excuses about art. You know, the art style or the combat. I don't care what it is. Make it 60. That's what I think. Make it 60.
All right. So you don't think that it's going to lose artistic vision, or you do?
No, if you're a developer, you should know the balance for both.
If you're a developer, you know that when it comes to this kind of stuff, frame rate is worse. The gamers want frame rate, but developers know that actually hurts the game when they're trying to make it more of a narrative-driven game.
That I do agree.
FPS hurts my eyes.
That's the whole point. If you have a cinematic game, you do not want high frame rate, but that's what everybody wants. So no, a developer knows better. A developer knows better. The gamers don't know better. Most gamers don't even know, any of the technical jargon when it comes to making the dang game. They just see these buzzwords, 60 FPS, 140 FPS, and they're like, oh, well, I want that. That's what it is.
Are you trying to say that?
Tell them, Terry. Tell them.
They don't know dick about it.
What about if they actually know? Are you going to still tell them that they're wrong?
They are wrong. The gamers are wrong.
All right, that's that.
No, because they're wrong. No, well, the thing is that there are times that some gamer will say, yo, this is supposed to be this because this game does it. It shouldn't be any problem with Hellblade either.
And a lot of times when they compare a game, the game that does it isn't a cinematic game. They always, a lot of the times, gamers are doing miscomparisons. All right, you can't compare a cinematic game with like Call of Duty.
So that means. So that I don't know what's the FPS. I don't know what's the FPS. I don't know what's the FPS for this, but if Death Stranding 2 is 60 and Senua is 60, are you trying to say they can't do it?
I'm not saying they can't do it. I'm just saying that it's not needed. It's not needed. There's a reason why a lot of these games don't give you the option.
Because if PS...
There's a reason why a lot of these games don't give you an option. Do you want you want graphic quality or do you want FPS? And people can usually pick. I always pick graphic quality because I pay to make my game look pretty. I didn't pay to make my my stuff move a little quicker.
Because the thing is that people want the console to be like PC, and the one that are stressing the most for performances and all that, our enhancements, are PC players. So that's the problem right there.
No.
Because that's the reason why they're trying to push 60 on the console. They're trying to make it exactly like if it was a PC.
They're pushing it because it's a buzzword that the tech companies
they advertised. Xbox advertised 60 FPS.
Exactly.
Up to
So,
60.
hey, you know what?
Whenever
So that means in other words, we will not listen to PC.
Whenever the hardware companies, tout something, then everybody wants the software to match it, and it's not always feasible. Or even if it is feasible, it's not always the best choice for whatever the project is. Just like how they have 8K TVs, no one is making anything that can do 8K. Nobody. 4K isn't even standard on most things.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Even on networks are doing it.
It's just buzzwords that the hardware companies do to sell that, so that they have a buzzword to say, hey, our monitor can do this, or our graphics card can do this. Buy this one over our competitor because they can't do this. People buy it. Hey, how come none of the games I'm buying, can fully utilize this hardware I spent all this money on? Because it's not necessary, and you're a sucker. That's why.
Yeah.
Well, I disagree.
So Shadai, look, you're right here trying to spit out 60 FPS, but it's coming through your 30 FPS.
No,
mic, sir.
I'm not trying to spit out 60. I'm a type of person. No, I always say I don't play
Dollar Tree. Go buy it from the Five Below next time. Okay?
No, I'm not spitting out 60. I'm a type of person that if I buy a game, I'm not buying a game just to play only 30 FPS or 60 FPS. I just want to play the game. It's just they're trying to make a big issue out of it for 60 whatever. If it looks good and it's created correctly, I'm fine with it. It's just this battle of 30 to 60 is dumb to me.
No, it is.
Because it is dumb. Right. It is dumb. Like the difference, the performance comes in handy for certain games. If you're playing like a first-person shooter, then you want that. You do. But this is not a first-person shooter. It's not necessary. So you're literally, you're bickering about something that is so inconsequential that you're not even going to notice.
I notice.
You must be playing games really zoom in.
No. I'm not talking about resolution. I'm talking about FPS. I can definitely tell the difference when a game is 30 FPS and 60 FPS. Immediately.
I can. I don't have
immediately I can tell the difference. It's not. No. It's not anything weird. Maybe you guys have slow brains, but my super fast brain can process 30 FPS and 60 FPS, and I can tell immediately. And 60 FPS was advertised as the standard or whatever Xbox when it launched, and then every first-party Xbox game comes out at 30. Every single one.
I'd rather have it in the middle. Like I don't care if it's 1440 to 50 FPS, I don't care. If it runs smooth, that's fine. You're supposed to find the sweet spot for it, no matter in what system it is. It's just that they're trying to make a big issue out of it because I'm gonna say it again. It's a PC situation. Let them fight AMD, NVIDIA, FPS performance.
From what you're saying, it sounds to me that you agree with me that you prefer the graphical quality of the game over performance mode, but you just want performance mode.
Depends on the game.
Yeah. No, I'm a type of person that just give me what I want.
Because that's what the other mode is. It's about having that balance.
Yep, it's just a balance.
I can tell you
right performance
now,
mode isn't.
So
you literally have been agreeing with me without even realizing it, bro.
Like anytime a game offers me 60 FPS mode, I always go 60. Forza, I put that bad boy on 60. Screw those graphics. I'm focusing on what's in front of me. Starfield, I love Starfield. And once 60 FPS mode started going on that thing, I never turned on 30 FPS mode ever again. Right?
But you had that choice, though. I mean,
it's like, the thing that gets to me is like, we keep getting these sad excuses of why they're not doing 60 FPS. Like with Starfield, it was, we wanted everything to be, they were basically saying what Terri said. Oh, it was all about the graphical fidelity, and we wanted to show all the details, and we couldn't do that on 60. And it's like, okay, but you're Xbox first party. If you don't do 60, nobody else on your console will. And this whole 30 FPS, man, Xbox is holding back 20 years. Good God. Everybody must be playing on a freaking. Everybody must be playing on a freaking. I don't know, Hisense TV over there, but not this guy.
I want to try with my Sansui.
Yeah, they must be playing with not even Hisense. They're playing with Sansuis.
Go TLC, sir. Go TLC. No, but I would say this real quick. It's that I'm with Terry and I'm with the developers. Is that a lot of these games that people are complaining about, these were built years ago, and their engines are built for 30 FPS, and that's the way they made the game. So when it comes out launch, that's the best way, optimize, stabilize, that they want to give the game to you. Because, like Terry said, this is a story-driven cinematic game. It has cutscenes that it's best in 30. Now, I'm okay over time as they start making improvements and they can, bump it up to 60 and it works. It's stable for the gamers. I'm okay with that. Now, when Xbox did advertise 60, the S and X can go up to 120. They did advertise, but if you look at the box, you do your research, it says up to. So they did say it's still up to the developer on the best what they need for the game when it launches, and that I'm okay with that. So
that means they didn't fully explain to the customer what it could happen when you buy the product.
All advertisements are always going to give you the best PR speak. They're going to put that on the box. PlayStation put 80,
8K.
So
8K. So it's like,
box.
Why are we not getting the same, outrage going the other way? It's like, hey, how come my game ain't in 8K? And people complaining they're playing on the 4K TV, but the game can't play in 8K.
So that means that PR stands for pure ripoff then.
TMZ clickbait outrage. Move on, people. It's already now you will start. Now that the developers are games going forward, now you're starting to see more games in 60 FPS because they are able to do that. Their engines have been updated. Unreal Engine 5, it's this and that. So you will start seeing games more launching in 60 FPS, and I'm sure the next gen. Once
160 becomes standard, that's when all the high tech companies are going to start pushing the 120 buzzword. It's going to be the same thing, but the 3060 it'll be the it'll be the
about all this, right? My Sega Genesis here can do 60 FPS. Okay.
It also had a lot less stuff rendered.
Doesn't it Ori and the Will of the Wisp does 120?
And the Ori and the Will of the Wisp goes 6K 120. What's up?
Hey, it does 120.
All right.
Yeah, what, like 120 pixels they had to worry about?
Anyways, so the whole excuse of why the part that gets to me the most is the lies. These are developers, okay, whatever you want to say, but the lies. Of like, we could have do 60. We could have do 60. It's always some BS excuse. And then like, graphical fidelity, we really wanted to immerse the gamer. And then a year later, here comes 60 FPS. Oh, I guess there went the immersion. Or like with Hellblade, with 30 for FPS, blah, blah, blah. It would destroy the artistic vision. Blah, blah, blah. And now here it comes at 60 FPS. What happened to the artistic vision? It didn't get destroyed.
They had it. Dude, they wanted you guys to experience the game the way they had intended it. And then, if I want to change stuff later, fine. But you got to experience it the way that it was intended.
Did you experience this game, Terry? All the way?
I don't want to play this game. But
no opinion from Terry.
Just like when I'm playing.
No valid opinion.
It's just like with Assassin's Creed. With Assassin's Creed Shadows, I'm playing it on canon mode because I wanted to play through the story the way that the devs intended you to experience it versus you making all kinds of crazy decisions that would be out of character.
That's a bad comparison. This one's more
real life.
This one's like more photorealistic compared to Shadows.
Like Mass Effect. It was they intended you to play as female Shep, but they still had male Shep in there.
Shadows is more cartoony compared to Senua. Is like more realistic.
I'm talking about graphics, dude. I'm talking about the fact that the developers had a vision for how they intended you to experience the game. I'm not talking about experience it on a graphical sense. Experience it on a story sense. And so that's what I'm comparing is because for the story of the game.
But remember, there's one narrative.
You don't want to be doing stuff out of character. So they gave you the mode to where you could play it the way they intended you to have the story play out, which is great.
Remember, Hellblade 2 won for the best narrative also.
And then you have Hellblade where they want you to focus on the immersion of the story, and so they focused on developing the game that would best do that. And a game like this, Hellblade is all about sensory. Okay, it's all about sensory. So you want to make sure your cutscenes are smooth, and you want your audio to be on point.
60 FPS sounds smoother cutscenes to me.
No. So anyways, it's a sensory game. So.
Hey,
All right, let's check in with the chat, everybody.
Put a poll in there: Team Terry or Team Axel. I'm on Team Terry.
There is a poll in there. There's a poll in there.
I didn't see.
Now, me personally, I don't think 60 FPS damages the vision, right? I think that's it. That they just were like, oh shit, we got to release, get it all out on 30 now. We'll make an excuse. What's our excuse? Vision. That's all I feel it is.
No, but I'm with Terry. Got to be a balance, though. There got to be a balance.
All right, so let's see. Talos Ray says, I played Hellblade on a 2013 LG TV because his 4K TV Hisense crapped itself within 2 years. There you go. Get yourself a Sansui, man.
Yeah, that's the best one, Sansui.
Sir X-Man is in the chat. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Appreciate you. The waiter. This is the artistic vision of a steak. The diner. It's the size of a pinto bean. Waiter. Yes, it's called the 30 FPS steak. Enjoy. Hard facts, man. Give me 30 FPS. It's like giving me a fancy restaurant $90 steak. That's like the size of a bean. Hard facts. Thank you, Blitzer. You are the real MVP. Appreciate you.
No, that's not how you represent that at all.
Shout out to my beautiful wife. She is the MVP of my life. And she says, this is what I'm waiting for. Miss Cool Cat Terry on fire. Woo. Nothing gets her fired up like frames per second.
Oh, so that means her yelling comes out at 30 FPS.
That's right. I need you to yell at me at 30 FPS, Terry. That is 60 FPS yelling.
It works. This way you are fully immersed in the rant, see?
Fully immersed in the rant. Let's see. Shout out to Dreadpool.
That's a hot audio right there.
You are the real MVP. Appreciate you, buddy.
Dreadpool.
All right. Dreadpool says, so would you rather wait another 2 years for the game to come out to be at 60? Or would you rather have it now? Like everybody's been crying about. Give it to me at 60, man. It should come out on time at 60.
But did you still enjoy Starfield and Hellblade 2?
Yeah, of course I enjoyed it.
Then
this whole thing of like I'm not like a guy that's going to refuse to play the game at 30. I'm just telling you, I can see it. Mm-hmm. I can see it. I can feel it.
Yeah, he be
put some eye drops in your eyes and keep playing.
The subscription is up to date.
Put some 60 FPS eye drops in.
Shout out to DE. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says NTSC. Northern, what is it? Or whatever. NTSC. It's the North American TVs is capable of 60 FPS, even at the cost of resolution. Yeah, I mean that's what has to happen. You got to sacrifice something for something. Talos Ray says he'll wait till the game comes out with no bugs.
You'll be waiting forever.
It depends. Sometimes it's like on point, and sometimes it's not.
I have no idea why Dreadpool is bringing up CRT. CRT does not do 60, does 30 lines and another 30 to fill the frame. Interlace is not progressive. I'm a little confused as to why you brought up CRT, brother. Let's see. Sirxman wants to play Vampire Survivors at 60 frames a second. Absolutely. Speak on it. Speak on it.
Yeah, that one, yeah.
That's right.
120. Shit.
Let's see. Let me see what else we got. Kaiman May is Team Terry today.
Yeah.
Fastback says he's Team Terry. Wait, what the heck? Team Terry.
What team is
Fastback now? Oh my gosh. Oh my god, Doggy Dog with the trash talk over here. He says Starfield could have been 120 FPS and it wouldn't have saved it. Whoa. Coming from the guy that can't even beat one boss in a real fight.
Doggy Dog is blind.
Get good. All right. Let's see. You brought up the Genesis at 60, not the reality. There's no CRT here, man. It's 60. So here we go. Let's move it along. Oh, sweet. Before we move it along, Terry, how does the chat feel about 38 FPS versus 60 FPS? I love these polls.
Going to lose its artistic vision now that it's 60. 62% said no. 60 FPS will enhance the vision. 37% said yes. 30 frames is for the artiste. And 0% have no clue what we're talking about.
So there you go. 60 FPS would not have ruined the vision, Terri. In your face! It should have launched with 60.
I gotta get those Sansui glasses then.
Some Sansui glasses.
I could tell the difference.
I can tell the difference. I can feel it. The colors, Duke. The colors.
The colors popped.
All right. Speaking of Vampire Survivors at 60 FPS, let's move it along here.
Wait, put my one comment on there quick.
Oh, hold on. I gotta get back to the comments. 60 FPS is a placebo axle. Oh my goodness. Just because you can't handle 60, it's too extreme for you, man.
No.
You need more Mountain Dew.
Your glasses are lying.
What was it that those small words that they put on the mirror on the car? Everything that you see is closer than you. Yeah, that's 60 FPS.
That's right. They need to change that. Instead of quality mode, they need to change it to Da Vinci mode. Absolutely, Glinzer. I agree with you there. Yeah. All right, here we go.
Those Google glasses that enhance everything.
I'm getting the meta glasses,
You
baby.
can see everything.
I don't know.
Meta glasses, yeah.
Let's see. Here we go. Speaking of Vampire Survivors, we got Spartan Survivors, baby. Here we go. Let's watch this trailer, shall we?
Is it 60 frames?
This trailer is brought to you exclusively on my screen at 60 FPS, but being fed to you at 720.
Oh, I already know the
Very
answer
cool.
for Terry for this one now.
The flood is spreading. If we activate Halo's defenses, we can wipe them out.
Were it so easy.
Inspired by Halo, baby. Rocket launcher, yeah. The rocket launcher. This looks so much fun.
Yeah. I'll definitely play this.
Yeah, I'm 100% going to play this. All right, so this game is called Spartan Survivors by Bathrobe, I think.
That's what it looked like.
But this game is using the Halo IP to make a Vampire Survivor style game. But they reached out to Microsoft and Halo Studios, and they have been given a thumbs up to release their game.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep.
So this is a very rare case, where Nintendo will sue you to the ground for even enhancing one of their games, releasing, even talking about their games. Xbox is over here being the friendly box. So the Xbox roguelike Spartan Survivors got the seal of approval on social media. Let's take a look at it, right? Let's take a look.
It says available in 2024. It's past due.
Yeah. So let's see the post here. The post is breaking. Halo Studios reached out to us and we have their blessings to keep moving forward with the game. Thank you for the support and appreciation. This will not be forgotten in heart. And here's a quote from a representative of Halo Studios. Really love to see the passion you and your team have poured into this experience. It really is fun, and we look forward to getting further in our playthrough and unlocking more stuff. Boom! And this was just June 24th, 2025. So there you go. Halo Survivors. Going back to this, because I don't have a...
So what I'm understanding is
Sorry, Spartan Survivors.
if the game wasn't fun, they would have sent them a cease and desist letter.
Yeah. Don't be ruining Halo's good name with some boring crap.
Some POS.
That's right. We don't want the 30 FPS version of this game. Right? So
that one, 10 is better. That one is better. 10.
This game probably is 30 frames per second.
it probably is. It's made by an indie studio. So Spartan Survivors is currently available to download for free on itch.io. Itch.io, and is described as a roguelite and bullet heaven game where you fight hordes of Covenant and Flood. So everybody who's played it so far has said it's pretty good. Spartan Survivors is expected to launch on Xbox later this summer. We're not sure if the game is being published through the Xbox Creators Program or ID at Xbox. So they are unsure if it will feature achievements or not, but fingers crossed that it will. We also don't know if this game is coming to Game Pass or not. It doesn't say Game Pass right there. It just says Xbox Steam itch.io.
Yeah.
It might not come to Game Pass because it might be a free-to-play game too. So, Terri, are you going to play Spartan Survivors?
No.
I knew it.
Terri
It's
just came
Halo.
home with the 60 FPS gaming.
Dude, I don't even play Vampire Survivors. It's just not for me.
So there you go. Shadai, you're going to be playing Spartan Survivors.
Well, I'll play Vampire Survivor. I'll give it a try. Just I wish it was a little bit more definition. Like it looked like a ghost.
More enhanced.
Yeah, a little bit. You just need a little bit more work on the
Don't ruin the artistic vision.
If it was 30 FPS, it would be better.
This mode with 30 FPS
It would look better.
No. So yeah, Halo, Spartan Survivors. I keep wanting to say Halo Survivors, but it's Spartan Survivors. Yeah. Fastback, are you going to check this game out?
Yes, I love Vampire Survivor. I do wish, and maybe we will get something going forward. That if 343 Halo, well now they're called Halo Studio, right?
Yeah.
Maybe going forward, maybe we'll start seeing a collaboration and help them kind of enhance the look and this and that in it. And I would love to see that.
I love these quotes. Right, an amazing 10 from my mom. I love it. Lapper Lord, one of the developers. This game is not a natural formation from Cortana. No way I can lose. Spartan 1337. Love it. I love these quotes. I don't know if you guys noticed that.
I'm glad that, and I think there was a stipulation from the Halo Studio was they had to put something in the game that said this was not made by Halo Studio or something like that. Yeah. So
yeah. So there you go. Spartan Survivor. Do you guys? I think this is fun. I think this is great. And this is actually the first. Is this the first official Halo game IP not published by a Halo Studio 343 Bungie whatever?
There's probably other ones out there that people don't know about.
Yeah, because like
fan-made stuff is all over the place. It's
because I mean, we don't want this to be the freaking Paramount Halo TV show of video games, So hopefully, Halo Studios did actually play this one and did actually have a hand in it. At least, hey, you can't use that, you can't do that, or yes, you can do that, you can do that, stuff like that. So hopefully, they did put their hands in it. So we will see. But yeah, it looks good. It looks fun. It looks like a little bit of fun. And I played Vampire Survivors till there was no tomorrow. So hopefully it keeps going.
I wouldn't be surprised at a Halo Metrovania.
A Halo what?
Metrovania-like.
Metrovania-like.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. No Halo Metrovania here.
No, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody makes it.
Yeah, now that would be cool. I would like to start seeing that more for some of these studios. Like, give us different genres, different looks of their franchises like this. It just helps, share the franchise all around in different, genres that people like.
Right. Shout out to Jago6. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says, hello, fellow gamers. Hey, what's up? Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry, Fastback. I did not know I was doing that. He says, this has nothing to do with Vampire Survivors. No, this is a standalone game, not a DLC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is a download. Yeah. And Jago says, the Halo TV show was good. The first season was mid. The second season was good. I'd say the second season was better than the first season, but I still don't think the show was amazing. But I do have on my channel, I reviewed every episode of the first season. I was going to do every episode of the second season, but I decided not to.
Meh.
So there you go.
I only like the fighting scenes with the Covenant. Other than that, I didn't care.
All right, here we go. Moving right along. Give me 1 second here. Thumbs lock on. All right. Here we go. It is time for Fastback in Game Pass.
Never heard of this before. Sorry for the cheap, quick preview.
What the heck?
That's 10 FPS.
I didn't have time to do it in 60. Sorry.
This is some low budget stuff, man.
Don't discriminate against artistic vision.
Now I understand why he said Casco.
Xbox hasn't given me their blessing yet. Sorry.
I didn't have time to download this to edit it, so
No.
you're getting it as I got it. Here we go.
So you see altars right there. There's the custodian, cryptic custodian, and then the
Put it back.
Warhammer.
Leandros.
There you go. Fastback.
So all these are in Game Pass. You can see altars and Warhammer and cryptic custodian.
So altars first. Fastback.
Yes, altars. All right. So altars. It's a great story-driven kind of exploration game. You're crashed on a planet, and you were sitting there with others to go do some mining for some rare minerals, and so that's what I'm doing right there. Yeah, you set up this deal so you can mine rare mineral, and you got to connect it with the base. See it there in the background. The base is funny because it's a wheel. It's like it's a wheel. So the way it looks, so it's kind of cool. And you have to bring resources to help keep it stable because there's radiation environment. You're on a planet that's dying. It's about to blow up. So the main premise of the game is there's this rare mineral that you need to get that the company wants you to do. So you have to keep the base going. And the reason why the game is called Alters is because you can clone yourself. So you go into this computer and you kind of look at your lifespan, all the main points in your life, that meant something to you, right? So when they call it Alters, you go in and you pick a moment in your life where you can change a decision that you made, like, oh, I'm going to go to college, or I'm going to go this and that. And so in the game, you can only do so much. You're not a scientist. You're not a miner or a technician. So the game, you need people with certain abilities and experience. So you go into the computer and you pick a moment in your life where you made a decision. You have a time to make a choice. And so you pick that spot and you're going to alter your path, and you're going to college. You're going to be a scientist. And then when it does that, you pick that, the machine will make a clone of you, but that clone is a scientist. And so then so on and so on. When you need certain abilities, you can do that. And so now you have a crew of yourself with different abilities that you need to survive, to get the whole point is to try to mine as much of this rare mineral for the company. And then somehow you need to get to a point where you can get off the planet, because the sun is getting closer. It's about to explode.
Dang.
So it's a great game. It's difficult. You got to manage the base. You got to keep your altars happy. And unfortunately, I got to a point where my altars, took over.
Oh no.
So
replaced.
Yeah, so you got to keep them happy. The game ended because they were unhappy with me in the end. So I got to go.
Funny, man.
I know. So I'll probably go back to a certain loadout, but now that I have a better idea. So I'll talk about the other two, and then I'll let you know which the top 3 games of my Game Pass are my game of the month.
So that's that one. Let's check out the next one. The next one appears to be muted. Space Marine.
Yes, Space Marine. Never played this back in the day, so this is my first time playing Space Marine Warhammer, and I really do like this. It's if you like Halo, you like Gears, you like shooters. It has it all. It's it's a manly game. It's you're in there, you're brute forcing your way through. You got different weapons, types of weapons you use at moments. When I finally got the jetpack, I really loved that. Where I could just fly up and to do like a dash down and knock people out. I got to this point right here. I kind of clipped this. I need to get past this point. So it's ongoing. Every week I try to play a little bit of this, but I really love this game.
It's good.
So I look forward to playing the next ones after this.
Going back to the altars here for a second, right? Because we had some chat. Dreadpool said that he played the altars for 5 hours last week, and it was more fun than he expected.
Yeah.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Sexman says it reminds him of No Man's Sky. Not quite, but
a little bit. Not as open.
It's a survival game.
Yeah, it's more story driven to it, and I do the acting in it is good. So I highly recommend Altars. But yeah, Space Marine is great. So I'm glad I'll get through this. I'll finish this, and I'll move on to the next one.
Mm-hmm. And Terry loves Space Marine, right?
It's a good game. The first one's better, but this is a good game.
Yeah, well, this is the first one, isn't it?
No.
I thought this was the first one. This is like the remake, remaster, re-ultimate edition of the first one.
No.
That's what I thought too, but
all right, I guess it's not.
I guess I'll have to find that one too.
All right.
This might be. I don't know which one we're looking at.
This is like Space Marine that came on Xbox. That was like the remastered remake.
Is this the one on 360?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, this is the good one then.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Look at the 60 FPS artistic vision in it. No, I'm just kidding. All right, let's move on. Let's see. Up next is this one. What is this one?
This is Crypt Custodian.
Crypt Custodian. Okay.
This is a real cool game. It reminds me of, remember the game that had the Raven or the
Yeah. Oh Jesus, what was it called? Death's Door.
Yeah, so this does remind me of this store. That's got some, see right there where you hit the ghosts. So you're playing as a cat who died. So right now the cat is in purgatory, and you come to a moment where you come to whoever's in charge of this world, this purgatory world, to decide that you're going to go on to cat heaven or heaven, and then or go to the underworld, right? Mm-hmm. And I don't want to spoil anything, but that moment, that what the decision they made based on what you're going to do, what reason why you're where you're at, it just like, what, are you killing me? Like, because it's something that you do in the game that is natural and you didn't think it was wrong. So I don't want to spoil that, but yeah, it's
that's cool.
And so here you got these little mini bosses, and I'm dodging and weaving, and you gotta, of course, take them all out to knock out this area right here. There's you're moving around. You can jump back and forward certain areas if it's close enough. But really enjoyed this game, and I will definitely go back and finish this.
I do love Death's Door, so I might have to check this one out.
This is, and then of course I die.
Anything that is cat related, Terry will love it.
It is Black Cat, Terry.
No, it's a good looking game. It's challenging, and it's cute. With the cat and all that. And there's other animals. There's I come across a frog. I think there's some birds. And as you get to different areas, you see different enemies too. So,
all right, that's awesome. There you go.
These are my top three games of June and Game Pass. And
this is a Fastback in Game Pass, right?
And so my top game of June is Altars.
Ooh.
I really enjoyed the story. I thought it was great. I thought the exploration was cool, and it is challenging. And so I put more hours in Altars. I have 6 hours in it right now. And
I want to play Altars so much now that the more, like, I saw Dreadpool play for like an hour.
Yeah.
And I was lurking because I was busy. I was just watching it while I was doing other stuff, and it looked good. Yeah.
And
it looks like a game you got to think about.
Yes, and it's cool interacting with the altars that you create, because they bring their own personality in. Of course, you're talking to them, you're trying to help them understand like what's going on, because to them they're like, wait a minute, I just lived all this life, and now you're telling me you just created me just for this moment, and it's like that all that stuff that they experience is not real. So it's like it's great, the dialogue, and it has some emotional dialogue with the alters, because it's like you look at them like your brothers, right? Family, and your characters.
They didn't look at you like a brother. They took over.
They did. They did. They didn't like it. And I was like, I thought I was doing good. It's like, okay, I'm struggling here, but I finally get to a moment where, okay, now I know what I got to do. And then
does it feel like Death Stranding since you're carrying packages?
No, I mean, it does get grindy, but I'd like the aspect of you're exploring, you're doing grinding, you got a story to it, and then there's like base building, so you can upgrade. Like you add a dormitory. One of the characters wanted weights, so I created weights for him. And you have like a research lab and different stuff that you can,
Sounds like The Sims to me. Got to keep those Sims happy.
Yeah.
I thought the frame rate went to down FPS because the guy kind of glitched out right there.
Oh my gosh.
About radiation, sir. Come on now.
All right. Shout out to Cheeses Nasty. Thank you so much for being for being here. You are the real MVP. He's asking questions on a topic we are going to cover later, so stick around. We're gonna.
But I appreciate everybody. This is my first Fastback in Game Pass, not Fast Pass like Turner should die, but this is my first
Fast Pass. Yes,
and I will be doing this monthly. So
yeah,
and I will improve on my presentation. This is just last
a work in progress,
and Axel will help me.
Yeah.
I will get up to 60 FPS.
Let's see. Cyber Gunther says, "What the hell, Terry? This is the first one." Shout out to Cyber Gunther. Thank you so much for being here. Who else? Someone else popped in here, I thought. Back from the Dead did. There we go. Shout out to Back from the Dead. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. And shout out to Cyber Gunther. Jesus, give me power. Awesome. Love it. Fastback, love it.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all.
Hey, appreciate you, buddy. Taking that time to play those games. All right. I don't know if you guys don't know, but the summer gaming season is still on us. And Capcom had a little something called the Capcom Spotlight 2025. Let me change my text here. Now, they're not announcing new games. They do announce some new games, but mostly they talk more in depth about the games that have already been announced. And the one I was most interested in, we're going to skip here. We're going to go to this one, Pragmata, as it is their new sci-fi IP. So they went more into it and explained more of the combat and what you're doing. And it turns out that this girl that's on your back, I thought it was just like a hologram. No, she's an android. And she can hack, right? And these robots that are shooting you have to be hacked so that the blue areas on their body, so that their armor separates from their core.
That could be vulnerable.
And now you can shoot them. Otherwise, if you shoot them with their armor on, you will do 0 damage. So you must hack. You got to play a little hacking game, and then you must shoot. So it's hack and shoot. It is advertised as an action-adventure game. So that's kind of cool. And that is the story of Pragmata that I was very interested in seeing. So now knowing more about Pragmata, I'm looking forward to it a little bit more, as it is going to be more of a methodical shooter than like a Save the Little Child shooter. So yeah, and they also tell you how you end up on the space station, so that's kind of cool. So yeah, Pragmata. By the way, did anybody else other than me see the Capcom Spotlight 2025? Shaddai did. All right, Shaddai, what did you think about the Pragmata section?
Not bad. For some reason, I'm like, well, it's not the first time that Capcom does a new IP like this, other than Konitsugami. For some reason, it came out Remember Me when they created that with Don't Nod.
I'll be right back. I'm sorry.
But for me, what do I think about this game when they announce it? I like it. I really do like it. I just wanted to see more of the story base I don't want one of those situations that Capcom released a new IP and just died, which is Exo Primal. So it did cut my interest. We could see that they still using the RE engine. They really love that engine, but the relationship between him and the android might go a little bit deeper to it. I'm just interested of everything. It got a mix of everything. I know he said hacking to unleash their parts that you could actually hit. That has like a Dead Space vibe instead of being pretty much a mutation. We're talking about robots in here and where to hit them so you could actually kill them. So I really do like it. And I'm looking forward to it for me to play this. And they have them, so it's a little bit mini game while you're playing it. So I don't know how much
it's gonna be stressful.
Yeah,
it's gonna be stressful, man.
That's what I'm saying, because I could tell this is more like the beginning, because he's hacking like way too easy, his time. But I can't even imagine once you go to the middle part, almost to the end of the game, that you have to hack a little bit faster while they coming close to you. Yes, that one is going to be very, very interesting. And I'm looking forward to this. I really am.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So seeing as you didn't see the Capcom Spotlight, but are you interested in Pragmata at all, Terry?
Nope.
Oh,
okay. Here's a hard pass. Should Fastback, are you interested in Pragmata at all?
Yeah, I mean, the more I see of it, I like the aspect where you're using the AI to help with the combat. I like that part of it. It kind of reminds me, it's kind of creepy looking, so kind of like Glinzer said, the Megan movie.
The
Megan,
the android,
the
doll or whatever it is.
Yeah, that's creepy. So, but I'm interested too, like what's up with this AI robot that's maybe is this his daughter or something happened to his daughter, so this why she looks that way. I don't know.
Who knows? All I know is that she saves you. Now you're gonna save her.
Yeah, so it's kind of cool. So yeah, I will play this. I don't know if I'll play it day one, but
yeah, it's a combination of puzzle and action combat.
Yeah, I like that.
We'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see. Chat, let us know if you're going to play Pragmata. We love to hear what you have to say, as always. Let's see. Pragmata looks good, but the combat is questionable, right? I need to see it. DE says, I want in more pew pew pew. All right, there you go. Glinzer says, Capcom, that Megan movie was popular. Let's put her in our game. Love it, love it. Cheese is nasty saying, I'll wait till it's 75% off in Steam in a few months. All right, all right. So let's move it along. Up next was Street Fighter. That's right. They were introducing, I think, Sagat. So yeah, so they're introducing Sagat into Street Fighter 6. I did not know he was not in Street Fighter 6. So Sagat is coming out. For those of you who are into Street Fighter, I don't play Street Fighter. I know my buddy Doggy does, but I'm not into
I play with him. We're the double KO guys between me and him.
Yeah, and they're also releasing some swimsuits. So we'll let Terry tell us which swimsuit is the best, as I feel she will be the more objective person here. Hold on, let me fast forward to the swimsuit.
Oh my goodness.
All right, here we go. Swimsuits. Are you ready, Terry?
Okay.
All right, here we go. Terry, what would you rate this swimsuit right here for Cammy? Would you or would you not play beach volleyball with Cammy?
Oh my gosh.
Some extreme beach volleyball.
I wouldn't even call that a swimsuit, but okay.
All right, that's Cammy. You can see she has the sunburns in.
She's got the tan line. She's got the tan line, and she's paying homage to Luffy. So
I think it's funny that she has sunburns from a larger swimsuit on her skimpy swimsuit.
Yeah.
It's a tan line, not a burn.
All right, sorry, a tan line. My bad. See, this is why Terry's the objective vision here.
It's a hit line.
It's let's see. So that was Cammy. Let's see what else we got. We got a swimsuit for Luke. What do you think of this swimsuit?
Looks good.
Would you or would you not play beach volleyball with Luke?
I mean, yeah, he looks like your typical beach bro. So like,
Yeah. All right. Not bad. I also agree this one was the best one. All right. Here we go. What about Chun-Li swimsuit?
Yes.
To me, this is my favorite swimsuit.
I will play volleyball with her anytime.
Oh,
I'll play
I will not
volleyball,
see you
soccer,
next week.
whatever.
I will not see you next week.
Chun-Li's my favorite. Always has been. So.
Right. What do you think, Terry? Would you play volleyball with Chun-Li?
I suppose.
You're not a fan of this swimsuit?
I feel like they didn't really get that creative for her. You know, she looks like
What?
her normal gown, just
Look at
without
the
all the
earrings. Look at the earrings.
Accessories.
Mm.
I mean,
Look at this thigh band right there. Come
It
on.
looks like her normal outfit. They just took the pants off.
Normal outfit. They just took the pants off. Oh man, that's funny. And then finally, a character named Manon. I don't know how to say her name.
Manon.
Manon.
Looks like
Manon.
looks like
I don't know.
Karen. Looks like a Karen.
What about you? What do you think there?
The name says it all.
He looks very French. So
The name says it all.
yeah.
Let's see. Glidger says Cammy with the whammy.
She looked good. Cammy's character looked good. I'm just
And
like,
he says revealing. Cyber Gunther loves Chun-Li. And that swimsuit, she's Bunsley. Wow. Love the chat. Love the chat. All right. So there you go. They
yeah,
released
Chun-Li
some-
will be the most reserved when it comes to the females.
Right. And then you have Jamie swimsuit.
Oh, that's cool looking, dude.
Now, me personally, this is the
I
swimsuit
like
I
that.
would wear.
That looks nice. He's styling.
I would wear this swimsuit in public, for real.
It looks really nice.
Mm-hmm.
I expect you to show that
I
one
think,
day.
honestly, I think both men look better than the women, in my opinion, when it comes to the clothing design. Like they put
Dare
way
you.
more. They put more effort and detail. Look at they actually gave a second thought to how nice it looks versus just how revealing can we make it.
How dare you, ma'am? How dare you? I want you to know some of these swimsuits were inspired by Vera
Look
Wang.
at the women. Look, see the men have actual designs on their clothes.
Oh, we
And
skipped one. Hold on.
The previous women, there's no designs. It's just they got as basic as they could get, man.
Okay, sorry, we skipped a few. This is AKI.
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 Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Sorry, we skipped one. Kimberly swimsuit.
Okay, so at least she's got some style.
Yeah,
This
but
swimsuit looks like a
I
normal
like
swimsuit you'd
this.
see.
I like this. Like they actually put some effort into it, whereas like the other women
But
we looked at, it was very plain Jane, and they just they didn't put any effort into it.
Well, isn't it almost similar to Chun-Li?
It looks
No.
very similar.
This is nothing like Chun-Li's.
No, but
And then
similar.
Aki.
No,
And then, of course, here they all are together. All right, Terry, which swimsuit would you wear?
I wouldn't wear any of these, but like
I would wear Jamie's swimsuit for sure.
Oh, Jamie.
yeah, I
Wang.
would wear his, but I would have to close the top. I'd have to button it up.
I take off the top. myself. Yeah.
Remember,
What about you,
actually-
Shadai? Which swimsuit are you wearing? Are you going full Chun-Li?
No, I'm probably gonna go with Jamie.
Jamie?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm more into the look though.
The Luke?
Mhm.
Okay. What about you, Fastback? Which swimsuit are you wearing?
I
full
would
cami.
wear-
Are you going to be
I would wear
Fastback
Luke.
with the whammy?
I would wear Luke and on the beach with Chun-Li,
I kind of figured he was gonna say Chun-Li.
of course.
That's right.
That's my girl.
My wife is going to cosplay as
He's trying to
Chun-Li.
cook some buns.
Let's see. Jigo Kukin says, Manon is French, so it's pronounced mano with the last M silent.
Yeah.
Last M. You mean the last
Be
N silent.
careful.
Okay.
You don't want to get mono.
Okay.
And mine means
Thick legs from Chun-Li, always.
Mm-hmm.
Women look incredible, Terry. Stop hating.
I'm not hating. I just am upset that they, were so lazy about the actual fashion design. Like they could have the same like the one piece or the two piece, how they have it, but to put some design on the fabric, like they're lazy about it.
Design. Look at
Oh,
the Chun-Li
so she's
swirl.
trying to say that those supposed to be transparent.
No,
I
I'm
do
not saying
have to
about to be
kind of agree with Terry's
transparent.
point, though,
Like
'cause,
compare.
look at,
Who's the Jamaican chick? Like she's actually got
Kimberly.
some design.
Kimberly.
All right, they actually put some
stickers.
design on her clothing. Everybody else is just, a solid colored cloth that they just
I
mashed
kind of
together.
gotta agree with Terry because
There's
if you
no
look at
design.
Jamie's swimsuit, he has dragons and stuff all over his.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. They
Yeah.
actually took the time to design it.
Yeah, because
versus
they're
just being like,
Japanese. You know they're gonna put dragons somewhere.
instead of just having a basic, swimsuit with nothing on it.
Yeah,
Which
but
is
they
what
got,
the other
they got more material. They can put
the
dragons.
women. The other 4 women have like nothing. It's just, hey, we're just gonna make it functional.
You know what I'd be doing if I was walking around with Jamie's swimsuit on? I'd walk up to a chick and be like, "Hey, quit staring at my dragons. My eyes are up here."
Yeah, sorry. One of the guys are looking at dragons and this and that.
That's the reason why his last name is Wang.
Anyways, so Street Fighter was announced. All right, moving on. All right, Kunitsugami released on Game Pass. Day and date, still available on Game Pass. Great game. I finished it. Unlocked a ton of achievements. Loved it.
I like that.
It's getting a new mode, which is more like a challenge horde mode to it, which is cool. When that launched now is available now as free DLC to everybody, so you can even play that DLC on Game Pass, right? They're showing it with the Switch because it also launched on the Switch, but you can also now play it with 8-bit music.
Yeah,
So there's a talisman that you can equip that will unlock 8-bit music mode, which I think is super awesome. So I might have to re-download this game and replay some of those songs because some of these songs are pretty good. I'm not going to lie. It's pretty good. I like this game. It was like a strategy hack and slash. I enjoyed it. I played the crap out of it at the beginning of the year. I think Fastback should play it as one of his Game Pass games.
No, I like the way it looked. I will. Yeah.
Oh, the combat is tight on him. If you can get the combos down, the combat is phenomenal. I think a lot of people don't bother to learn how to chain combos, and they don't like it. But if you learn how to, have you played Okami?
Yeah, I play Okami a lot, 7 times.
Yeah, it's very, very inspired by Okami. So if you enjoyed Okami, you'll like this one.
That's more like towards Onimusha type.
It's a hack and slash.
Yeah, like Onimusha. Yeah.
Yeah. So that is available for free, and yeah, you can unlock the 8-bit music mode now. They also have Okami music in this. You can change the soundtrack to be Okami inspired, quote unquote, and it's freaking phenomenal. I don't know. I love this game. I think it's amazing. I'm very happy with it. I was having a very good time with it. I played it until there was nothing left to do. I did everything. Even I replayed levels over and over and over again to unlock everything on it. So yeah. So this is the new talisman that is going to change the music to 8-bit. So I recommend it. Terry, did you ever try Kunitsugami?
Nope.
Shadai, you're an Okami fan. How can you not try Kunitsugami?
No, because I think I was playing something else, and I'm like, man, I'm gonna play this later. All of this, and
It's been a year. It's been a year. Out for a year already, guys. Better play it before it leaves. It is a Capcom game, so it's not going to stay in Game Pass forever. Fastback, did you play Kunitsugami?
No, but now that what I'm seeing, I will give it a shot. I like the way it looks. So
Yeah. So there you go. That's another one of the announcements I listened to. They did some. They just recapped the Onimusha news. That basically that the Onimusha 2 is available. Is going to be coming. The Samurai's Destiny, right? It's available now, and they basically just said, all kinds of stuff is coming to the Capcom digital sale. Not much there. They did end with Resident Evil stuff, right? Because they are talking about Resident Evil. What's it called?
Requiem.
Requiem? Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're talking about Resident Evil Requiem with new stuff. I'm not a Resident Evil super duper fan, so God. I didn't listen to it. It was in the background and I was zoned out. I'm sorry.
Oh God.
I'm sorry. Did you hear it?
Yes, I did.
Tell us about it because I did not pay attention to it.
It's it's more like the a lot of people wanted it to see if Leon was gonna show up on Resident Evil Requiem, but they said that for some reason Leon is not like perfect for horror. It's like it's fine, but it's not for horror. It was weird the way he said it, but they were just pretty much explaining why they chose her. They wanted a new character that was more like jump scares of everything. That's why he used like it could drop a bucket and she'll get scared for anything. But Leon is not like that. He'll get scared for everything. They just want the way they sound. He sounded like they wanted it Requiem to be as like a horror atmospheric, so the person will get scared for anything. So Leon does not need. I would not say Leon needs to retire. No, my biggest complaint about it is that it's fine that they use her because what her name is Alyssa. Alyssa is a
paid Veronica.
Well, no, I wouldn't be surprised if they're creating that, but they're trying to go for something from Resident Evil Outbreak. But my biggest complaint is that they use a lot of Jill, Chris, Claire, Leon, whatever. But they're not using Rebecca Chambers from Resident Evil 0 because she's part of the team of stars instead of Alyssa. Alyssa could have been probably a secondary like they usually do with Leon and Ada Wong. But I get what they're trying to do with Alyssa, a new character, being a little bit more scared to it. You could change from first person view to third person if you want to go more scary from first person, action based, third person. So that's pretty much it what they were trying to talk about in this part. But I still wanted it Rebecca Chambers instead of her.
All right. Well, there you go. That was Resident Evil. If you're excited for that, so the Monster Hunter Wilds, love it. It's getting a new balance. They're adding some stuff. They were announcing that some stuff was coming in a new DLC. They didn't really go into details. So moving on, I know it leaked, but I'm not going to talk about it because I just don't care. They are releasing this guy, bringing him back. If you know who he is, you know who he is. Yeah. So yeah.
I mean, it's a great franchise. I tried it once, but I didn't really stick with it. So.
Oh man, it's so good.
I like World. It was really fun.
And this is they're showing you the balance changes to some of the game. You can see you can start upgrading your weapon really cool. So that's kind of cool that you can do that, which, you know, Monster Hunter has always been about grinding for gear so you can kill monsters easier. So yeah. So that's it. That was the Capcom Spotlight 2025. All right. Terri, I know you're a fan of immersion.
Fan of what?
Immersion.
Yes.
I know you're all about the artistic vision. The way the developers want it, right? And what's better than to get immersed than seeing it on the new Meta Quest 3S?
The Palico is sounding wrong.
The cat is not happy with you right now.
That's a Palico right there. It's not happy.
It's like, what did you say, you POS?
So there you go. So this was leaked last week that it was coming, and it finally got released. And this is the release video, the announcement video, right? That one was from Xbox. Hold on, Terri. There's more. There's more. Hold on. Oh my God. Are you okay, Terri?
Uh-huh.
Yo, that was like the slowest 30 FPS sneeze I ever seen.
This is the slowest 30 FPS I've ever seen.
Yes!
No. All right, there we go. Now I'm ready. Okay. This is the announcement from Meta. So you can see Xbox and Meta are clashing Terry, are you going to get immersed and get yourself a Meta Quest 3S Xbox edition?
No.
Actually, it might be sold out by now. So
Nope.
this was released in limited quantity. So once it's gone, it's gone. Right? And I don't know if it might already be sold out.
I'm sure the scalpers got it.
Yeah.
Well, you do have the white one, the original one.
Yeah, you can still get the original one.
I mean, if it does well and there's a demand, maybe they got more. But
Yeah. So enough of that. Let's get to the reading. All right. So this is from Xbox Wire. You can see the MetaQuest 3S Xbox Edition. 3 months of Game Pass included for new subscribers only, of course. Right. So, in collaboration with Meta, we're excited to announce the launch of the MetaQuest 3S Xbox Edition. All right. Enough of that. Let's get to what it comes with. All right. So it comes with a custom 128 MegaQuest 3S, Gigabit MetaQuest 3S, in carbon black and velocity green. Matching Touch Plus controllers in limited edition Xbox wireless controller. It does come with the Elite strap, so that is nice instead of the standard strap. I wish every MetaQuest came with the Elite strap. 3 months of Meta Horizon Plus, which is basically Game Pass for Meta.
Not for nothing, but I do like the name.
After that. And 3 months of Game Pass Ultimate, which is $20 a month after that. Because, of course, you can't play the games on cloud unless you have a Game Pass Ultimate subscription. So, it is important that they included this because it is the Xbox version. So, it is good to me. Limited edition, unlimited possibilities. Absolutely. So, I have used this. I love my MetaQuest. I have played the cloud on this. You do have to link your Xbox controller to it, but it is like playing on a Sansui that's like 100 inches. The picture is immaculate. No, it's pretty good. It's pretty dang good. And of course, the streams are better and better and better every year. Terry, are you excited? Or do you already have one?
No, I don't do VR anymore. So
you can play this in AR mode. The Game Pass. No. All right. Shaddai, do you have one?
Okay. No, actually, my daughter had the MetaQuest 2. She had that. But we did have a conversation about this.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Remember about the Halo VR that?
Yeah, the one that didn't.
Right. So this is the thing. It says 3 months of Game Pass included. Now, are they MetaQuest like capable of? Because if I want to play Call of Duty, that's like us playing that game in a regular screen, because it is not a VR setup. So that's the problem right there. So what's the point of playing those Xbox games on the Meta if they're not compatible with MetaQuest, especially for shooters? You're just playing it in a regular screen.
Yeah.
That's the biggest issue right there.
So
I want to have the MetaQuest experience there, but if it's not there, what's the point?
You do have the entire rest of the MetaQuest on there, so it's not like you don't have VR games.
Yeah, but the question is it Halo VR set? Is it Starfield VR set? It will not. The person that people are just gonna say might as well just play on a regular screen if it's not compatible to it.
If it's not, you mean if it's not native?
Yeah, like you know what I mean, like that Half-Life Alyx type.
Half-Life Alyx is exclusive to Steam.
I'm not talking about Steam or whatever.
But
VR. But like it's actually done for VR. Halo is not. Starfield is not for VR.
Not right now, but maybe in the future it could.
Oh, here we go with the maybe. So enhanced for 3 months later.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
What are you talking about? Artistic vision. If it comes later, you're just ruining the artistic vision right now.
My eyes is telling me I wanted it now. Like it should be ready by that time.
Well, Shaddai has unrealistic expectations. Moving on.
Exactly.
Fastback, what do you think?
I love the way it looks. If this was out last year, I would have got this version instead of the regular one. But I don't know if it maybe around the holiday or so, or next year if they bring out more. Maybe I'll pick one up. Me and the daughter can do some stuff together in VR. She has hers, so.
All right.
I'm kind of glad that Xbox went this way. So, and maybe it will lead to some Xbox first party doing some VR made games on the side. So, Shaddai will be happy.
Yeah, so Shaddai will be happy. Now,
and Dreadpool did say he played a Halo game in VR. So
he did at the post discovery.
But was it made like particularly for VR? Because if it's not,
I think that one was.
Yeah, his was
the experience. Yeah, so maybe at some point, maybe we'll get that. So we'll see.
I think he's talking about the Dave and Buster one.
No,
because I think they cancel out, and I think I showed it to you, Axel, that they were thinking about making a Halo, but they canceled it.
Yeah, you did tell me about it. Yeah, I remember you saying it.
But if this is popular up and they see engagement, Xbox gamers would do Game Pass are playing this, maybe this will lead to some VR made games from Xbox Studios. So
Minecraft on that thing will look crazy.
Yeah, that would be
Minecraft.
No, for kids. Oh yeah, that would sell quickly. That would really sell quickly.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I'd pay for that. But yeah, this is more akin to what you'll get right here. All right, so let me go over, seeing as I'm the person that has actually done this, so I'm going to zoom in on this picture here. This is more what you'll get. You'll get you get a private room. You can either do this in AR or VR, and you get this giant screen that you can resize to whatever size you want. But here is my problem here. To navigate this, now this might only be a problem for 2 seconds, right? But it's a problem to me. So you have to use their controllers, launch the game, put down their controllers, and grab the Xbox controller. And with a VR headset, like, I had to memorize where everything was to use it, right? So that is kind of that to me, more so than Shaddai's unrealistic expectation over there, is more the issue than anything, right? So, yeah. Now, it does play very good. It plays just like any other cloud platform does. So there is a tiny, super little bit of lag. Some games respond to it better than others. Halo, well, you'll notice it right away because it's a first-person shooter. But like Flight Simulator or like other slower games, you won't notice at all. Like Minecraft, you won't notice at all.
Wow, Flight Sim on that thing will be crazy.
But the thing that I like the most about my Quest headset is that I can connect it to my PC directly. I can tether it, and Flight Simulator does have a VR mode, and I can launch Flight Simulator into VR mode using my PC. So while it's not native to the Quest, I can, if you have the right PC and the right setup, you can play any other VR native game on there that's not native to the Quest, such as Half-Life Alyx, which is exclusive to PC. So, Forza Horizon, Forza Motorsport have VR modes on them. So there are games on here that do support VR. You just have to have the right equipment to get it to work.
So
and that's the thing I love about my Quest, because now I have a PC headset, I have a standalone headset, and now I can also play cloud. So to me, it just makes that Quest headset more and more valuable.
So you like everything that is tethered to you?
I'm not sure what you mean by that, should I?
Yeah, because you just said that you want your headset to be tethered to the PC.
I never said I wanted it.
But you just mentioned
okay.
it gotta be.
Yeah, to play PC
Capable of
VR, you have to be
Yeah.
tethered.
Why?
Whether it be the Quest headset or any other headset in the world.
But why? We wanted it wireless.
Okay, get back to reality. You have to be. You want to play VR and PC, you have to be tethered.
Oh God.
All right, so here we go. Let's move it along here. Let's see.
You're asking too much today.
I know Shaddai is over
No,
here. I want the world, and I want it all to be multi-planet. I want it to be wireless.
I'll tell you why. A lot of people are done with wired controllers, so they want it wireless. And then,
But did you build the controller into your hands, man? Why do I got to pick up a controller, Shaddai?
But that's the thing. Then people are getting tired of wired headphones, so they want it wireless. So now that's the reason why I'm asking, why do you want it tethered when everybody wants everything that is wireless?
Yeah, but you also wanted to play games that aren't made for it.
They should have made it on the first place.
No, I mean, hey, you know what?
It's the
I like
same
my
thing
Xbox
with the
controller. I want to
enhancement.
use it on my PS5, Shaddai. Let's just ask the impossible.
See? Oh, come on now.
All right.
That's a developer excuse now.
That's a developer excuse. Yeah. Like, I don't know, Shaddai. You're unrealistic.
I don't know. I'm just following what people like to say. You should be everything wireless.
And it can be. You just can't play everything wireless. So play all the wireless games you want.
Yeah.
But it won't be Half-Life Alyx or Flight Simulator or Forza.
Oh,
Well, it will be Forza, just in a cloud gaming mode.
oh, the slower version. Got it.
So here we go. Let's see. Back from the Dead says you can't be too excited for MetaQuest 3 since they're sold out. I'm happy I got mine. Sadly, the Game Pass games just look like you're playing on a huge screen. That is true. That is what you're getting. Crazy Greek Dude says use it with your PC, right? That's what I do. Plus, you can do something called virtual desktop on it, which is awesome. Let's see. The games made for VR are better. They definitely are. They definitely are. Let's see. Shout out to RWK88. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Let's see. Oh, see, even Dreadpool was tethered. They carried laptops on your backs. Oh, there you go, Shaddai. You want to play Half-Life Alyx untethered? You got to hook up that laptop, baby.
I got it. So he got the bag on his back and the wire sticking out.
But he was wireless. He was wireless, baby.
Right.
That's what you got to play there, Shaddai. You just got to get yourself the biggest laptop in the world to play VR.
Pretty much.
Let's see. So, yeah. There you go. And he said Larry Herb showed it off when they first had the capability. I'm not sure what Larry. Are you talking about the Halo VR game?
Yeah, I believe so.
Glinzer. Hold on. I'm waiting for it to show up sometimes. Glinzer. Shaddai. I want it wireless. The salesman. This is an original NES, sir.
Oh.
That is true. That does sound like Shaddai right there. So yeah, it released. I think it's awesome. I think it's sold out everywhere. But if you got one, lucky you. If you didn't get one, eBay's there for you, Shaddai. eBay's there for you.
Well, they do have that. What is it? That digital version of NES wireless. So.
What, the Game Boy Advance?
No, the what is it called? The NES. That is everything.
You mean that mini?
Yeah, the mini one. Yes.
It's not wireless. You gotta plug that bad boy into power.
No, but
You gotta plug that bad boy into a big old TV. It has wires, Shaddai.
This is
it is wireless.
My NES wireless.
Anyways, all right. Terri, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, hold on. So there you go. If you got it, great. If you play on it, awesome. If you have unrealistic expectations, don't know what to tell you. Come back to reality. All right, hold on. All right, Terri, take it away.
All right, you guys, we're going to be doing another indie spotlight for you all. So I went ahead and I picked out a game that I feel will appeal to quite a few of you. So let's go ahead and check out the trailer.
When the meteorite struck, it unleashed a hostile disease, plunging our world into chaos. Now, we stand as guardians, fighting to protect our world and vanquish all who threaten our existence. Against all odds, we must battle mutations, traitors, and infidels.
This tactical.
Every victory brings us closer to retaining our freedom.
Change of freedom. Nice.
Interesting.
Alrighty, guys. So we got Chains of Freedom, a brand new turn-based tactical game that just came out here in April. So this is go ahead and you can check this out. It's on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. So you can play it wherever you want to play it. And it's a $25 game, but PC does have a demo, so you can try it before you buy. And PC does have it 20% off right now if you go to Steam. So you have that option. And this is just your typical post-apocalyptic dystopian world. Takes place in like East Europe kind of a setting, and basically it's got a really good gripping story where you got to try to figure out the conspiracy that's happening, and you got rogue scientists and mind controlling serums, and the government's also on the verge of complete collapse, and it's just complete chaos. So you go have some fun and enjoy this game.
All right, there you go. Enjoy the game. It's in the game. So
Yes.
It does look cool. I will play this.
it does look cool. I like the tactical RPG aspect of it.
Uh-huh.
All right, let's see. Let's see what's going on. Oh, should I? Here we go. Sorry. All right. So let's get on to the main aspect. Talking more about the future of Xbox. It's starting to come to fruition, and people have lost their minds over this on social media. I love it. So the Xbox PC app now showing Steam games like Marvel's Spider-Man 2, as long as they're installed on in your PC. So the Xbox app is now acting as a universal launcher, if you will, right?
Yeah.
So we never thought this day would come, but seeing PlayStation IPs on an Xbox-owned app is now something that can happen. The new beta for the Xbox PC app allows you to play Steam games that you have installed. This means you can jump into the likes like Marvel's Spider-Man 2 through the PC app. So you can now see your installed Steam games in the beta version of the Xbox PC app. You'll also be able to access games from Battle.net, Ubisoft, Epic Game Stores, and Riot Games. The beta can be accessed right now if you have the Xbox Insider Hub installed on your PC, which I do not. I am not going to. No, thank you. Last time I had the Insider Hub, my PC turned into almost bricked. Hard pass on that, okay?
Yeah, I don't do that anymore either.
Yeah. So hard pass on that bad boy. So you do get these launches, and the social media has been going crazy about this. And when I say crazy, I mean crazy, right? They, for some reason, do not like this. The social media, they're over here talking about how, this isn't an Xbox, blah, 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 whatever, right? So, of course, here's Tom Warren. Whoops. I just messed up. I hit the wrong button. Sorry, Tom.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of that the other day. I was watching.
All right, show on stream. Here's Tom Warren showing so if you know the Xbox, he uninstalled everything apparently. And this is the PC app. And you can see Marvel's Spider-Man 2 is on there. And he just hits play. And it goes straight into starting the game. And there it goes. So this is coming to fruition.
Now, is he playing in an Xbox controller?
Oh, I don't know. Let's uploaded this real quick. I thought that was cool. And people are losing their minds on the internet saying, that's not an Xbox, blah, blah, blah. That doesn't make it an Xbox. It's a PC. The next console isn't going to be a console. It's just going to be a PC. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
You know?
All consoles are PCs, pretty much.
So, Terri, what are we in June? Almost July? So let's see. We're 29 days into June. Hold on, let me see how many days have gone by in the year. Let's see. How many total days have passed this year? Here we go. We're 172 days in, so that means Xbox is dead. Has been stated 172 times by the opposition, at least 172 times, Terri. So this is Xbox just doing more to kill Xbox. Terri, do you agree?
No, I think this is awesome. One of the biggest complaints that PC gamers have is having to have so many different like engines where they have all their their game libraries are spread out between so many different places. So the fact that they can simplify it now, where you can just kind of have more of them in one spot, that's awesome. I mean, it doesn't have all of them. You're still going to have like your GOG and the other ones, and like Humble Bundle or whatever has their own thing. But like this is still cool though. You get the biggest ones outside of Epic Games wasn't on that list, but like the biggest ones are on this list, which is pretty awesome. So I like having the game launcher simplified. You don't have to keep opening up different sites or different apps and all that sort of stuff. So I love it. I'm all for it.
Now, don't get me wrong. A universal launcher for PC games is not new. Asus, who Xbox is partnering with, has the Armory Crate, which would grab all your PC games and put them all on one launcher. Razer has their Razer Hub, which would grab all your PC games and put them all on one launcher. So this is not new, right? This has been done many times before. But this is just how it is all going down. Shaddai, is Xbox dying for the 172nd time this year?
I don't know, but it seems to me, other than the Xbox PC app, they did mention there was another console coming along the way. So
they did, Shaddai, they did.
So I don't know what they're talking about. And on top of that, what you're showing right now, I thought Xbox was dead, but they have the Xbox Rogue Ally XBX. So it is not dead. And now that it lets you play PlayStation games, well, that's what the machine's supposed to play games, right? So
right.
They just showed us that we could play Spider-Man 2. And plus, it says right there, anyway, Xbox PC app. So, and we're talking about an app, which it has Steam, which it has Spider-Man 2, so I could do that too. So, I don't know what's the problem. They have our games, and it's #1 seller in their platform, so what's the problem?
That's right. Everybody loves Xbox, even those haters.
So, Xbox and Windows are the same, so
Xbox is dying, but Xbox is releasing new consoles. Xbox is living in 2025. Meanwhile, Team Blue and Team Red are living in 2000. With their console exclusives and single platform mentality. Fastback, what do you think? Is Xbox dying?
No, Xbox is evolving. Xbox is Xbox. They're going to do their own thing. They have expanded the ecosystem onto multiple devices, and they want their games to be accessible no matter what platform you're playing from. So like we saw on the ROG that's coming out, the Xbox version, that you will have the OS that they kind of customize will make it available to where you, like here on PC, similar situation. They want this to be across pretty much all platforms. You're going to see this on consoles next gen. I don't think we'll see this type of OS on this gen, but I like it. I love it. There are, like, again, before I've said that there's games on Steam or whatever. That, like, Back said that there's free games on Epic or whatever. if you have all this in the same place, and it's like, oh, I'm going to play these games on Xbox Game Pass, and then boom, now you want to pick a game that you are playing in Steam or so on. It's quick, it's accessible, and that's, to me, that's the way it should be. Steam does it right. If you're playing through the Steam app, no matter, even if it's other apps or whatever, you're gonna see your library there of games that you're playing on your PC.
That's what I meant earlier.
Right? So the Xbox is catching up to that, like what Steam was doing, and they're kind of expanding on it too. So I love it. Bring it.
Yeah. I mean, this is the future to me. I like that the console and the PC are finally starting to become the same.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest with you, because that's what gaming should have always. Console is a low cost entry point into gaming. Always has been, always will be.
Ease of use, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of us don't want to play on PC, so the console makes it easier for you to jump into games and just game, right? And I'm like that too. But I do like the aspect of the PC OS, kind of a hybrid version that they will bring to console, so that you can have some of that PC aspect of gaming on your console. You have that choice, right? So it's great.
And who doesn't want to play more games on their console? Or who doesn't want more access to games on their console? And keep in mind, Xbox truly spoils us. We have access to 4 generations of games already on our console.
Yep.
And they're just expanding that now with the biggest gaming platform on the planet, PC gaming. Could you imagine how many indies you're going to have access to?
Yes.
Terry's Indie Spotlight will be
shown us that are PC only.
Yeah.
There's millions.
Last week, right? Last week was a PC.
Yeah. Every weekend we're gonna hear Terry's Indie Spotlight getting bigger and bigger.
At least now when I say it's on Steam and Xbox, now people be like, that's no, I can still launch that.
So that means you're gonna call it the Xbox Steam.
Yeah.
And people forget Xbox, Microsoft, the Windows, PC. This Microsoft, they're capable of doing this. Nintendo and PlayStation cannot. They have to.
Well, technically, because PlayStation runs on Windows.
Yeah, but I mean, like as far as Microsoft, they have the money, they have the capability to do stuff like this with the OS, right? If PlayStation doesn't want to do it, either they do it their way or they work with Microsoft to try to bring a similar OS to their systems to do this. But I'm all for it.
Yeah. So I think this is, like I said, this is more akin to the future. Now, remember, the whole point of this was to bring Windows to the living room, and this just brings that dream closer to to that reality, right?
Bill Gates,
and people always forget that was the whole point Xbox was launching for, right? So this is, to me, just more Xbox Play Anywhere, more Xbox PC marriage. We truly are spoiled. Like, I remember playing Halo on my Xbox and on PC, but I had to buy them separately. Now, Play Anywhere, I only have to buy them once. And now in the future, you're telling me I'm going to have access to both the PC version and the console version? That's going to be even more epic, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Xbox is also going to put out, they're also going to have a certification program on some of these games that are going to run well on your console. Because if you've ever used the Steam Deck, there are some games on the Steam Deck that don't work with the Steam Deck controller, right? They haven't been Steam Deck verified or whatever. So Steam Deck installed the little touch pads on their controller on their device so that you could play with mouse inputs.
Right.
Not keyboard inputs, mouse inputs, right? Yeah. So Xbox will have a, Xbox console or Xbox portable verified sticker here in the future. Maybe that's what Play Anywhere will be.
Yeah.
If it's a Play Anywhere title, that means it will also have that. So that is the future. There's a lot of work that's going to have to go into this. Like, not every game is going to work on console, obviously.
Yeah. Their keyboard and mouse, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, like,
it may be available, but yeah, you won't be able to play it.
Yeah, like League of Legends is probably not going to put a or sorry, not what is it that Steam does? Dota is probably not going to have a controller input
unless the developer wants to do a patch to where it has controller capability for in the future. Yeah, but
the biggest point to this is we're going to play PlayStation games on our Xbox. Yes.
All for it. Let's go.
Future generations won't even know what exclusive was, right? What a console exclusive was. You'll be talking to your kids there, maybe your kids, and be like, back in my day, if I wanted to play Mario, I needed to buy a Nintendo, and they'll be like, what's a Nintendo? Because they won't know. Exclusives are going the way of the dodo bird, as they should.
Yeah.
Games should always. I do.
Wait.
Wait, hold on. Let me think.
I feel like you just
flip-flop.
You just flip-flop, Mr. Exclusive matter.
They do matter.
There were so many actual tears in past episodes about
actual tears.
Like, dude.
Exclusive do matters for the console.
You just came over to my side. And
I did not come over to your side. I came over to Xbox PC.
You just said that exclusives need to go away, dude. You did.
Dodo bird.
Yep, you did. You literally just flip-flop, dude.
The Xbox PC will definitely be the future. And the fact that, I get access not only, my whole, if you remember, Terri, on my tiers, was like, they get access to their games and we don't get nothing. And Xbox went around that because they heard me, Terri. They heard me crying. So they addressed it with this.
And keep in mind,
for listening to me, unlike Terri, who only made fun of me, who only bullied me.
Like we saw in the ROG, the OS, it's a hybrid Windows version. They did away with all the desktop apps and all the other stuff. You don't have to worry about that. As a gamer, you're still going to get that console ease. So when they do update the Xbox consoles with the same type of OS, you still go in, launch your games. If you got the Steam app, go launch a Steam app game. You got the Epic, all that. You go launch it. There's nothing that's preventing you from, if you just want to play Xbox games, and there is still some exclusivity, right? It's exclusive to the platform, to the OS. So there will be time. Yeah, you can go play PlayStation games through the Steam app. It's still exclusive to PlayStation, but through the Steam, the deal that they have, right? Same thing with Xbox games, right? Maybe it's only in Game Pass. It's going to be there for a year or two. Before it can even be on PlayStation. And there is talk of PlayStation is going this way too. So there's going to be some kind of
there's no way PlayStation is not going to follow the leader. Just being honest here.
They've never done that before in the past, right?
Yeah, they always do.
Yeah,
achievements. Oh, here's trophies.
Online.
Yeah, online. Get hacked. Xbox Live is there, and they're like, "Hey, here's PSN. Get hacked, sucker." Xbox is releasing on PC. They're making money. What? Oh, here's our PC games.
Yeah, and then they release on PlayStation. Xbox is making 70% from that. It just helps Xbox. They're making more money. That's more money going back into these studios. So
I personally can't wait till the console announcement. Like, I'm really interested on the OS because everybody they can say all they want about the console and the games. I think this time the console will have more questions on the OS than ever before. And there's also talks, rumors that they're working on emulation to run all your console games on these PCs as well, to get a unified Xbox library.
Yeah,
which is what we truly want, right, Terri?
Yes.
More Halo for Terri. Yes.
Yes, right. Straight up Halo. You know what? What's not on PC right now? Halo 5, and Terry's upset about that.
No, they don't need it.
It is interesting though that we had the ROG, and then you had what's her name come out, and they talked about they already talked about AMD, the partnership, consoles, and the next gen, and this and that. Why talk about that so soon now? Because I've seen some people say, well, next gen is probably not coming out till 27. So I'm just curious, why bring it up so soon with your partner AMD, for the next gen? will they reveal something at
Because-
the Game Awards show for the next gen, and maybe it releases in fall 26? You know, to me, it's kind of good if it's not
because
released.
what wasn't the whole rumor that Xbox wants to launch wherever their next gen is? They wanted to launch like a year before PlayStation does theirs. That's why they kind of skipped the mid gen kind of thing.
26 being that, right?
So they're trying to get a head start so they can kind of take over the market.
Remember, it's not a rumor. It was on the FTC paper file that it was in between 27 or 28 for the next console.
26 or 28, yeah.
Something along the line, yeah.
Yeah, now the first Xbox was, launched in 2001, and in 2004, we got the 360. And then that lasted 8 or 9 years.
Yeah.
10 years precise.
Yeah, 10 years-ish. Yeah. And then we got the Xbox One in 2013, and that lasted 7 years. In 2020, we got the Xbox Series. So, generations aren't defined by a set amount of years. It's defined of when the technology moves on.
Yeah.
And so, yeah. So that's awesome to me. Now, if you are an Xbox, by the way, guys, let us know. We have a poll in the chat. Let us know how you feel about Xbox is becoming more like PC. Is it going to kill the console, the Xbox console? Let us know in the chat. We'd love to hear what you have to say. Let's see. Back from the Dead says, now I can play dozens of Survivor games on Steam on Xbox instead of just being limited to Vampire Survivors, right? Yeah, absolutely back. Consumer, I want to game, but I don't want to open anything and fidget around. PC salesman hangs head, pulls whiskey flask out of pocket. Yeah, right? Yeah, PC gaming does have its headaches. That is true. Glidzer also says, Nintendo, we'll go third party when you pry our handhelds from our cold, dead hands. Would a Series X Pro have been a better idea than the ROG? I don't think so because of their Series S rule. I agree with that statement. I personally love that they are doing this ROG launch because to me, this is like a preview for next gen.
Yep.
And I love it. Cyber Gunter, Xbox has always been PC. Yeah, the Xbox OS runs on Windows kernel.
Yeah.
Just being honest. Right? That's not a secret. It's widely available. It runs on Windows kernel. It's a dumbed down version of Windows.
That's why they were able to do what they did with the original, right? The profile and all that stuff you could do is because
the online.
Yeah.
All that was running on Windows, baby. Just, I remember you could use Skype on this. Heck, I could use Edge on my Xbox. So, yeah. So that's all going in there. But speaking of the future, where is it? Hold on. It was in here somewhere. Give me a minute. Here we go. Copilot for Giving Beta preview now on mobile devices. So you get Copilot. We're introducing the ultimate gaming sidekick that helps players get to play faster, sharpen their skills with expert coaching, and enjoy a more interactive and social gaming experience. Currently available for early preview in the beta version of the Xbox mobile app, which I don't have, available on iOS and Android, and coming holiday on the Xbox ROG Ally. In this early version, players can ask Copilot about any games, including the game they're currently playing, or seek assistance if they encounter difficulties. Try asking Copilot for tips, guidance, or even video to help guide you through your next quest. So there you go. So you're supposed to be able to help to ask Copilot for stuff on the Xbox app, and it's going to know what game you're playing because obviously it's the Xbox app. It's connected to your account. So you can ask it, hey, Xbox, why can't I play a VR version of Halo? And it's going to tell you, because this is the real world.
Because Shaddai
Sansui doesn't support it. Is it Sansui? What is it, Shaddai? Sansui?
The Sansui.
Sansui. There we go. The Sansui doesn't support it. So, yeah. I don't know. I'm loving everything Xbox is doing. Now, this won't be new as PlayStation already has something very similar to it. But it will be more AI-centric. So, yeah. Xbox plus Steam plus ROG Ally. Man, I've never been more excited for a handheld in my life.
I know.
No, I take that back.
Yeah, but at the same time, the Copilot doesn't make any sense for the app because I just I just have Bing on my phone, and I could do it on the Copilot right there.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be more.
It'll be more intuitive because it already will know what you're doing. Just like how they just upgraded Copilot on PC to where it sees what's on your screen, so that way it can be more intuitive to if you want to. Let's say you're shopping online and like, hey, tell me more about this product. It knows what you're talking about without you having to sit there and just explain everything out in your question.
Yeah, that would be nice. Also, for it to see what you're doing and be like, do you need a walkthrough of this specific level? You know, that would be nice.
So that means if I play any shooter, I'm like, why can't I kill him? That person, the Copilot will say, get good.
Yes.
Or it'll tell you, would you like to download this cheat? This aimbot. Let's see. Glinda says, I remember putting up the Dreamcast and saying, Windows, that's right, Windows CE does run on the Dreamcast.
Yep.
That's right. And the original Xbox was supposed to be more Windows CE. That is right. Shout out to Xbox448. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says, what's going on, people? I can't say it in your voice. I'm sorry. Yeah. Let's see. Crazy Greek Dude says, Xbox, it's all computer. That's right. Yeah, but it has been a long time, Xbox. What have you been up to, brother?
Man, I see on my Xbox and it doesn't say anything.
Yeah. Oh, this message is specifically for Terry and my wife. Bellatra is an amazing game, by the way. That's right.
God.
It is.
Oh, God.
It is. It's amazing. It's incredible. All right. But Terry, so we don't think that this is going to be killing Xbox. In your best troll voice, I want you to read this question where I use troll lettering.
My troll voice?
Yeah.
Okay. Is Xbox becoming more like a PC going to... Oh my gosh. Hold on. I don't even know how to do a troll voice, but is Xbox becoming more like a PC going to... I can't... Okay.
Come on, Terry. Hold on. Let me zoom in. Enhance the troll.
Don't zoom in.
Look how red she's turning.
Dude.
Just use the cat like if it was trolling.
It's going to kill Xbox. No, I have 75% voted no. I have access to more games. 25% yes. Xbox is dead. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. 0%. I don't play on Xbox consoles. 0%. That's
so good. Yeah. So there you go. Yeah, most Xbox gamers are accepting of this because we get access to other exclusives, which is great. We get that trade-in. Xbox is making exclusives. I think in the past, whether it's their own exclusives or other people's exclusives, you got no choice. You want to know what the best thing about this is going to be, Terry?
What's that?
Emulators. Because even Nintendo exclusives won't be exclusive. Just saying.
But Nintendo likes to block all that stuff though pretty quick.
Oh, there's ways. They don't know the internet like I know the internet. It's like, oh, there's a block, there's a paywall. Let me just get around that right now. So yeah. So can't wait for it. Xbox Plus Steam.
Yep.
It's gonna be beautiful.
Coming to consoles. Sarah Bond said consoles. It's not Xbox is not doing away with consoles. It's just another version of the way you want to play. Another device.
Shout out to Legendary Yobi. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Appreciate you, buddy. All right. And I think that's it. That's it for the topics I had. Anybody got anything they want to say?
Xbox is dead.
Xbox is dead. I can't believe that voice you made. That was great. By the way, Shaddai, this is more what it would look like. Shout out to Dreadpool. He found this from an old
I saw that.
Xbox One thing. So he sent this. This is more what it will look like on the Quest with this stuff in the background. Now, this was on Xbox One doing the cloud gaming. But yeah, this is what it will look like.
But that's what I'm saying. It's not like a full screen, like you literally in there. This is just like that's what I'm saying.
No, it's cloud gaming. You get access to cloud gaming. So yeah, that's what it will look like. Shout out to Dreadpool for sharing that.
No, that one I do understand, but that's what I'm saying. That's like Okay, you could look around, but it's not like you're literally in that car. It's just
It is if you connect it to the PC.
Oh god, here we go with the tether thing.
That's right. Get tethered. Either get in a real car or get tethered. One or the other.
I understand you like to be plugged in.
I am. I keep up with technology. All right, here we go. Anybody got anything else they want to talk about today?
No, that actually should be all.
All right, so 4th of July is next weekend. I should be available Sunday, but I make no promises. We'll find out next week if I can make it or not. I should be available though.
Wait, when is 4th of July? Friday?
Friday.
Man, they mandatory make me work.
It's Friday. That's right.
Make sure they pay you double time.
Yeah.
That's right.
Hey, but
That's going to do it for the show today, guys. With that being said, we are going to go ahead and get out of here. But of course, we will be able to come back next week, I hope. And until next week, guys, we will see you there. I'm Axel1324.
I'm Cool Cat Terri.
I'm Eternal Shaddai.
And I'm Fastback 6768.
And we'll catch you guys next week. Bye, everybody.
See ya.
Great show.